Exclusive presentation of the Nebraska Rural Radio Association. This is the Platte Valley Companies pregame show, brought to you by Platte Valley Companies, your premier provider of financial services. Live from the Logos broadcast booth, it's the Platte Valley Companies pregame show.
Welcome into Oregon Trail Park Stadium in Gearing, Nebraska, as the Western Nebraska Pioneers get ready to take on the Spearfish Sasquatch in Game 2 of the 2021 Expedition League Clark Division Series. The Pioneers dropped last night's game 2-0. Great effort from starting pitcher Carson Ohl. He went 8 innings in the loss, giving up only 6 hits, 2 runs, a walk. He also struck out 4. But RBIs from Hayden Driggs and Michael Doer from the Spearfish Sasquatch were too much for the Pioneers' offense last night. We also apologize for the technical difficulties we were having, getting this one off to a bit of a late start, but we are here, and we are 6 minutes away from game time, as we're going to take a short break, and then we're going to get into the Scottsbluff screen printing pregame interview, and then we will have our Platte Valley pregame show. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB. Stick with us.
Be the envy of the neighborhood with the new Green Mountain Grill from High Plains Spas and Recreation. In addition to Green Mountain Grills, High Plains Spas and Recreation also has the pellets, cooking spices, rib racks, smoking shelves, covers, and other accessories, as well as replacement parts. If they don't have what you need, they can get it. Yep, get a Green Mountain Grill and be that neighbor that's always admired for the wonderful, yummy barbecue smells. High Plains Spas and Recreation, open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, 1725 East Overland in Scottsbluff.
You can take the trailer out of Texas, but you can't take the Texas out of the trailer. PJ Trailers are built in Texas with the same attention to detail to hold up to the hardworking professional using them. Ryan's Welding and Trailer Sales in Scottsbluff is your authorized PJ Trailer dealer with a wide variety of sizes. ATV trailers, car haulers, equipment trailers, tilt deck, and gooseneck trailers. Ryan's is also a full-service welding shop. Stop by 1110 Avenue B in Scottsbluff or call 308-575-0710.
Now is the time to get all your school spirit gear, and the place to get everything you need is Logos in Gearing. School spirit is what they do at Logos. Whether you're a bulldog, a bearcat, or a tiger, they've got everything you need, from sweats to hats and, of course, t-shirts and sweatshirts. Need something for the entire team? Stop into Logos, and the guys will custom design it, print it, and have it ready for the game. There is no job too big or small for Logos. Logos in downtown Gearing.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome into the Scottsbluff screen printing pregame interview. I'm Jared Brecker. Here with me is Pioneers head coach Antonio Garcia. Antonio, it was a tough loss in Game 1 of the Division Series yesterday. Your club dropped that one 2-0. What was going on with the bats yesterday?
We just weren't, putting together competitive at-bats. I don't know if our guys were nervous or anything, but we're just looking to flush it and get back on track to where we know we can be. And that's a really good offensive ball club. So I'm excited to see you guys go out there with something to play for, obviously, tonight, and hopefully we can get the bats going.
Despite the loss, starting pitcher Carson Ohl had a dominant game, going 8 innings, only allowing 2 runs, also struck out 4. What was the most impressive thing that you saw out of him last night?
Yeah, he saw that we weren't swinging it well. He knew that he had to pitch to keep us in the game, and he absolutely did everything he could for us to win that ball game yesterday. And I felt bad for him that we couldn't, get it done for him. But, nothing more to say. That might have been Carson's, last time, getting to see him pitch in a Pios uni, and he's been nothing but special all summer.
It's going to be Caden Edwards on the mound tonight, another all-star selection from the pitcher's position for this Pioneers team. Given that 2 out of 3 series and your backs are up against the wall a little bit, is there going to be a shorter leash with him tonight than we may have seen in the past?
We're going to leave all of our cards on the table tonight, whether we win or lose. So I'm not going to say his leash is short. I'm expecting him to go out there and, compete for us and pitch his butt off. So I'm hoping to see him go, pretty well into the game and hopefully give our bullpen a chance and hopefully our bats, give him a chance to get a win tonight.
last question for you, Antonio. 4 of the starting 9 in the Spearfish lineup tonight are pitchers, as they have lost a ton of position players over the last few days. Does that change the approach pitching to the other 5 guys in the lineup, knowing that you got some guys with much less at-bats in the end of the lineup?
Not really. Our pitchers are going to go out and do what they do, and whoever's at the plate, they're going to try and get them out the same way. No matter what lineup we go against, we can't win a game scoring 0 runs. So really all we're focused on today is, being more competitive at the plate, stringing some competitive at-bats together, and hopefully, scoring a lot of runs tonight.
Awesome. Good luck tonight, Antonio.
Thanks, Jared.
I'm Jennifer Urdialis, and I want to help you get into your first home. As a loan officer with Castle & Cook Mortgage, your local direct lender, I offer conventional financing as well as VA, FHA, and USDA home loans. I keep every step simple and straightforward so you can focus on finding your American dream. Call me today at 308-220-0503 for a free consultation.
Jennifer Urdialis, NMLS ID 1059626. Not all who apply will qualify. Equal housing lender. Castle & Cook Mortgage, LLC, NMLS ID 1251.
Pounds and pounds of fur. Our hairballs have hairballs.
Our cat Mama, she's 10 years old. She has dandruff and an oily coat.
I have 2 cats, Sweet Pea and Daisy. Daisy sheds like crazy.
If you love your pets as much as I do, you'll want to do what's best for them to live long, healthy, happy lives.
DINOVITE.com. I just tried this wonderful Catalicious Dynavite for cats, and my cat has been on it for 2 weeks. She is not scratching anymore. She's not chewing anymore. It is just the best.
I was thrilled when I heard Dynavite for cats was coming out because I had seen the changes in my dog. To introduce my cats to Dynavite, I took the advice from Dynavite and put their food on top of just a scoop in the bowl, just to get them used to it, because I know if I even switch one little thing, they put their nose up to it. There was not one problem.
Dynavite for life. You won't believe how happy your cat will be.
DINOVITE.com.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium as Caden Edwards and the Western Nebraska Pioneers have taken the field. We are just seconds away from first pitch. It's going to be the third baseman, Ryan Backman, back in the leadoff spot for the Spearfish Sasquatch as we get ready to begin Game 2 of the Expedition League Clark Division Series. And the first pitch of the game from Caden Edwards is a fastball that misses outside, a ball and no strikes. For the Spearfish team, we're going to have Ryan Backman leading off, playing third base, Gage Ninnis in the 2-hole playing second, Johnny McHenry, the all-star at shortstop, batting third. Hayden Driggs batting fourth. He'll be behind the plate tonight. It'll then be Michael Doer in center field, Zachary Creeth at first base, Hayden Silty in left field, Ty Volmer, DH, and Jack Van Doren in right field. So the same 9 that we saw last night for the Spearfish Sasquatch back at it again today. Caden Edwards threw a strike there. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. And that fastball gets part of the zone. A ball and 2 strikes to the leadoff man, Backman. Backman was 1 for 4 in Spearfish's 2-0 win last night. So the Pioneers are going to need to win tonight and tomorrow night in order to advance to the championship series. They'll be taking on either the Saber Dogs or the Badlands Big Sticks, as that curveball misses well outside. Last night, the Badlands Big Sticks the Source Valley Saber Dogs crushed the Badlands Big Sticks, final score of 15-1. So Source Valley leading that series 1-0. Spearfish leading this series. Here comes the 2-2 delivery from Caden Edwards as a fastball fouled off. And we'll do it again, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Caden Edwards leads this Pioneers team in strikeouts with 62 on the season. He's also 7th in the Expedition League. He also sits at 4th for team ERA at 3.31 on the season. And that pitch ripped over to first base, but caught by the first baseman, Brian Webb. So the first batter of the game produces an out. And Caden Edwards and the Pioneers have 1 down here in the top of the first inning as Ryan Backman lines out to the first baseman, Brian Webb. Brian Webb, of course, out of the lineup last night. He's in there today at first base. Antonio Nanez is also getting the start today. We didn't see him yesterday. He'll be playing second base as Kellen Rutz gets the night off. Here comes the first pitch of the at-bat to the second baseman, Gage Ninnis. And he takes it below the zone, a ball and no strikes. Ninnis was 1 for 4 with a run scored in last night's game, and Pitch to him popped up, but that should get out of play down the first base line, and it will. 1 ball and 1 strike to Ninnis. For the Spearfish Sasquatch, it'll be Nico Saldias on the mound for them tonight. He's been great all season long. Here comes the delivery. Ball's hit softly. Should be routine for the third baseman, McGee. No problem. He throws the runner out. And Caden Edwards looking good early. 2 up and 2 down. Score that play a 5-3 put out, and it'll bring up the all-star for the Spearfish Sasquatch, the shortstop, number 17, Johnny McHenry. McHenry had the only extra base hit of the night for the Spearfish Sasquatch last night, doubling to right center field off Carson Ohl. He would then come around to score on a Hayden Driggs RBI base hit. Here comes the first pitch from Edwards. And that one's hit a mile high, but it'll be routine for Eric Smelko. Caden Edwards already heading off the mound. The ball is caught, and a very quick 1-2-3 inning for Caden Edwards and the Western Nebraska Pioneers. We're going to take a short break, and then we'll have baseball again in the bottom of the first inning. You're listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB.
At Team GMC, we promise you cannot buy the wrong vehicle. We want our customers to feel confident in their purchase decision. Most vehicles come with a 7-day, 500-mile, no-questions-asked guarantee. That's right. Most vehicle purchases come with a 7-day, 500-mile, no-questions-asked guarantee. Team GMC. No games, no gimmicks. You just can't buy the wrong vehicle. Team GMC in Scottsbluff. Shop online right now at teamautocenter.net. GMC. We are professional grade.
Oh, that's the sound of someone at Papa Murphy's using fresh ingredients to make your pizza. And this is the sweet sound of your oven timer telling you that your home-baked Papa Murphy's pizza is done. Because at Papa Murphy's, we believe that Tuesday deserves something different, like your new way of telling your family pizza is ready.
Come and get it!
Okay. Every Tuesday, get any large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Life doesn't stop because of an accident or injury, and you have a choice of who you see, and that choice begins at Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness. With 2 convenient locations, Katie and Shelley will guide your healing and develop a program for your recovery. Our team is here to treat your orthopedic, sports, and work injuries, accidents, and pre- and post-surgeries. Elite Physical Therapy in Gearing next to Fresh Foods and in Scottsbluff across from Walgreens. Life is great. Physical therapy makes it better.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to the Logos broadcast booth. The Logos is your home for all your screen printing and embroidery needs. Shop the showroom or have something custom made at Logos, 1344 10th Street in Gearing. Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium as the Western Nebraska Pioneers getting ready for their first at-bats of the game against the Spearfish Sasquatch. It's going to be Eric Smelko, Cade McGee, and Alex Zerfis leading off. They'll be batting in the first inning. Batting cleanup, playing left field. We saw him in the DH spot yesterday, JT Walden. Jake English, who was catching yesterday in the DH spot, his batting 5th. The Gold Glover Mazzaferro from the University of Washington. He's playing shortstop in this one. Brian Webb batting 7th and playing first base. It's his first start of the playoffs. Tyler Davis in that 8-hole. He is doing the catching behind the plate today for Caden Edwards. And in the 9-hole, also making his first start in this postseason, Antonio Nanez. As Kellen Rutz and John Ponder both getting the night off, at least to start. It's Nico Saldias for the Spearfish Sasquatch. Out of Ajax, Ontario in Canada, he goes to Connors State College. And the first pitch at the bottom of the first inning is a fastball that gets part of the plate against Eric Smelko. No balls and a strike. Eric Smelko had 1 hit in the game last night, 2 hits rather. One of those hits being a double, where he was thrown out running third base. The left fielder, Silty, was not able to find the ball in the lights, but a lucky break for Spearfish as they were still able to throw out Smelko at third base. Eric enters the day with a .333 batting average on the year. 82 base hits on the season. He takes that off-speed pitch down, 2 balls and a strike. Eric Smelko, the leader in hits in a single season for the Pioneers. He broke that in the second to last series of the year at home against the Fremont Moo. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. Nice fastball on the outside corner from Saldias. Take a look at his stats on the year. 7-2, 4.70 ERA in 15 games, making his 14th start of the year today. That is an Expedition League record. He's been with the Spearfish Sasquatch since the beginning, making his first start back on May 26th. Has a 2-2 pitch, is chopped to the shortstop. McHenry should be playable. And the throw over to first base is in time. So Saldias able to get the first man he faces today on a 6-3 putout. Saldias has pitched 65 innings on the season. He has struck out 53 batters. He has also walked 31, so about 1 walk for every 2 innings for Saldias. He's also given up 70 hits on the season. His last time out came back on August 7th in a 9-2 win against the Wheat City Whiskey Jacks. He went 3 2/3 innings, giving up 2 earned runs on 4 hits. Also struck out 3 in that one. As the 2-hitter, Cade McGee is up, and he swings through a good curveball on the outside corner. No balls and a strike to McGee. Cade was 1 for 4 in last night's game. Pioneers only able to muster 5 hits. That was a leadoff hingle in the 6th inning, but he would be stranded there as he fouls off that 0-1 fastball, 0-2. Cade McGee been one of the superstars for the Pioneers all season long. He's been in that 2-hole for a while now. We saw him batting 3rd and 4th earlier in the year, but Antonio Garcia seems to love Eric Smelko, him and Alex Zerfus, 1-2-3, and he takes a pitch on the outside corner looking. Not sure that McGee agreed on that one. I don't think this Pioneers crowd did either, but it is a strikeout nonetheless, the first of the outing for Saldias. So he's gotten the first 2 men down. It'll be the right fielder from Gonzaga University, Alex Zerfus. Zerfus had 2 hits in the game last night. He also drew a walk, so he was on base 3 times for this Pioneers squad, doing his job in a night that did not see much production from this Pioneers offense. And he'll take the fastball outside, a ball and no strikes. We have an update across the league. The Source Valley SaberDogs leading the Badlands Big Sticks 2-0 in the top of the 3rd inning. That game Source Valley is hosting. They were on the road yesterday. Certainly plenty of time to play there. We'll keep you updated in that one, as the winner of this series will be playing the winner of that series in the championship. Pioneers won the championship, of course, in the inaugural season for the Expedition League in 2018. In their 4th season, they have made the playoffs 3 out of the 4 years, so it's been a very successful beginning to this Pioneers franchise as they look to grab their 2nd championship in only 4 years. It's 3 balls and no strikes to Zerfus, and he'll take that pitch just over the plate for a strike, 3-1. If Zerfus is able to keep the inning going, it'll be the cleanup man, J.T. Walden, due up next for the Pioneers. Here comes the 3-1 delivery from Saldias. That one's hit a mile high, but the center fielder, Michael Dower, should have plenty of room. He finds it through the sun, makes the catch, and a 1-2-3 inning for Nico Saldias. So we're still looking for our first base runner in this game as we head to the top of the 2nd inning. 0-0. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
This time of year, fairs, festivals, fireworks, and food bring us together as a community. This is Doug Kaus, commercial lender and Nebraska market president at Western States Bank. As a bank, we've been part of this community for over 3 decades. Whether you've lived here your whole life or just arrived, we invite you to stop in and meet with one of our lenders. We're here to help you succeed and reach your dreams. As a community, we truly are better together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lenders. NMLS number 459287.
Need a new scale or service to your existing scale? Then this is for you. B&B Valley Scale Service has expanded to serve you better with their new location in Gering, Nebraska. B&B Valley Scales and Service is a fully certified scale company and can service anything from your small scale to your large scale. And if you need a new scale, they do that too. Give B&B Valley Scale Service and Sales a call at 308-635-3981. And if you're hearing this commercial, you're in their service area. That's B&B Valley Scale Service and Sales in Sydney and now in Gary.
You can take the trailer out of Texas, but you can't take the Texas out of the trailer. PJ Trailers are built in Texas with the same attention to detail to hold up to the hardworking professional using them. Ryan's Welding and Trailer Sales in Scottsbluff is your authorized PJ Trailer dealer with a wide variety of sizes. ATV trailers, car haulers, equipment trailers, tilt deck, and gooseneck trailers. Ryan's is also a full-service welding shop. Stop by 1110 Avenue B in Scottsbluff or call 308-575-0710.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium in Gearing, Nebraska. I'm Jared Brecker. As Caden Edwards and the Western Nebraska Pioneers back out on the field for the top of the second inning. Caden Edwards threw a 1-2-3 first. First pitch of the inning to Driggs, grounded softly up the middle. Second baseman Nanya is over. He makes a nice play. The throw to first. He got him. Oh, wow, what an unbelievable play to start the inning from Antonio Nanez. Ground ball up the middle, looked like a base hit all the way, even if that ball was stopped. But Antonio Nanez coming to a sliding stop and making a perfect one-hop throw to the first baseman Brian Webb in an exciting way to start the top of the second inning. 1 out for the Pioneers. As that retires the catcher Driggs. Driggs doesn't run too well. Clearly, I think most guys on that Spearfish lineup would have beat that one out, but the Pioneers will certainly take it. And that 0-1 pitch misses out of the zone. A ball and a strike to the center fielder, Michael Doer. It'll be Zachary Creeth due next. Doer, of course, had the first RBI of the game for Spearfish last night, and he hits that one softly to the first baseman, and Brian Webb makes a jumping catch. So the Pioneers showing off with some defense in the top of the second inning. Back-to-back great plays. And after only 3 pitches, the Pioneers have the first 2 outs of the inning. So Caden Edwards, who likes to work fast anyway, getting through this inning very quickly. As Creeth, who got the save last night for the Spearfish Sasquatch, up to the plate. Remember, this Sasquatch team playing with 4 pitchers in their starting lineup. That is Zachary Creeth, Hayden Silty, Ty Volmer, and Jack Van Doren. Of those 4, it was Silty who had the only base hit for them yesterday. It was a single on his first at-bat. And the 1-1 pitch to Creeth fouled off. So that's the thing about Caden Edwards, someone that likes to work really, really quickly. He makes his pitch, gets the ball, and he is right back out there looking for his sign. He doesn't like to waste any time on that mound. Already back on the mound here. Here comes the 1-2 delivery to Creeth. Is fouled straight back. Nice swing there from the Sasquatch first baseman. Creeth back into the box. Edwards gets his sign. Here comes the 1-2 delivery. An off-speed pitch. And looked like might have been strike 3, but I guess he got a piece of it. We'll do it again, a ball and 2 strikes. Nice job from the first baseman, Creeth, staying alive there. Creeth went 0 for 3 in the win yesterday. And that pitch is swung on and missed. And Caden Edwards is fired up. 6 up and 6 down. Caden Edwards now has his first strikeout of the game. Pioneers get ready to hit in the bottom of the second. We're going to take a short break. You're listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB.
Hi, this is Shane from Scottsbluff Screen Printing and Embroidery. I would like to personally invite you to come out and enjoy this year's Old West Balloon Fest. Please bring the whole family to this amazing event. Scottsbluff Screen Printing will be at most of those events selling the official souvenir t-shirts. Please come see us and support this amazing event. You may check out their website for details on launches and various event locations at theoldwestballoonfest.com. Scottsbluff Screen Printing and Embroidery supporting the Old West Balloon Fest from downtown Scottsbluff.
Fender bender, hailstorm, couldn't stop on the ice in time? After everyone is safe, Scottsbluff Body and Paint should be the first call you make. There isn't a better shop in the area. Our highly skilled team is experienced at performing all auto body repair and paint jobs. Stop by anytime and speak to one of our technicians, and we'll do a full inspection to show you just how little our repair services will cost you. Our work is not complete until your car is safe and you're on the road again. Call today, Scottsbluff Body and Paint, 225-6408.
great. Fun facts about owning your own hot tub, courtesy of High Plains Spas and Recreation. Relaxing in your spa before bed helps soothe your aches and pains, allowing for a deeper, more rewarding sleep. Hot Spring Spas offers features like entertainment systems with Bluetooth capability, waterfalls, LED lighting, volcano jets, and more. Yes, sleeping like a baby is just one great reason, but there's plenty more. Stay tuned or stop into High Plains Spas and Recreation, where they sell fun. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, 1725 East Oberlin, Scottsbluff.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
We welcome you back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium as the Western Nebraska Pioneers getting ready to take their second at-bat of the game. They went down 1-2-3 in the first inning against Sasquatch starter Nico Saldias. He got Eric Smelko to ground out, struck out Cade McGee looking, and induced a fly ball from the three-hitter Alex Zerfus. It's going to be JT Walden, Jake English, and Jared Mazzaferro for the Pioneers here in the bottom of the second inning. We are just about underway. Saldias in his motion. Here comes the first pitch of the inning. That one's hit well off the bat of Walden into center field. Although lining up for it is the center fielder Doer, and there is one quick out. So in both the top of the second and the bottom of the second, Pioneers and the Sasquatch require just one pitch for the first out of the inning, as Nico Saldias will certainly take it, as that brings up the five-hitter from the University of Kansas. It's Jake English. We saw Jake English doing the catching in last night's game, but Antonio Garcia really likes the matchups with Caden Edwards and Tyler Davis behind the plate, so English, his bat is all that's going to be needed for this Pioneer squad today, as he took the first pitch of the at-bat out of the zone. 1 ball, no strikes. Comes the 1-0 delivery. Fastball skips in, 2 balls, and no strikes to English. Jake went 0 for 2, also drew a walk and struck out in yesterday's game. He enters play with a .307 batting average. And he fouls off that 2-0 pitch, 2 balls and a strike. Jake English comes from Olathe, Kansas, a 6'2" freshman. He's got 6 extra base hits, 23 RBIs on the season. He's also drawn 31 walks. And he'll be looking to draw one here as he takes ball 3 out of the zone, 3 balls and a strike. English has struck out 24 times this year, so certainly a good sign when you have more hits, RBIs, and walks than strikeouts, as he's been a tough man to set down. But Saldias will try to do it here as that 3-1 pitch is fouled off. The count is now full. English also comes into the game with a .453 on-base percentage, getting on base nearly half of his plate appearances, as so many of these Pioneers have. Here comes the 3-2 delivery. Off-speed pitch, nowhere close. And that'll be the first base runner of the game for the Pioneers, as Jake English draws the 6-pitch walk. And that's going to bring up the Gold Glover, shortstop Jared Mazzaferro. Mazzaferro enters play leading the Pioneers in batting average at a .346 clip. That's 13 points ahead of second place Eric Smelko. Mazzaferro also 4th on the team in RBIs with 24 entering today's game, as he'll look to keep that going with 1 out and a runner on first here in the bottom of the second. Here comes the first pitch. That one's hit into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. English being waved to third base. And the Pioneers have runners on the corner in the bottom of the second inning. First pitch swinging for Jared Mazzaferro. He goes the other way. And the Pioneers are threatening here in the second. So right after we had our first base runner of the game, it's our first hit of the game. And it's going to bring up the 7-hitter Brian Webb. Webb did not play in yesterday's game, so he'll be getting his first at-bat of this series against the Spearfish Sasquatch. He steps into the plate, runners on the corners, and only 1 down. Webb goes to Grand Canyon University out of Gilbert, Arizona. Comes the first pitch delivery from Saldias. That one misses the outside corner, a ball and no strikes. In 36 games offensively this year for Webb, hitting just .196. That on-base percentage up at .295, so it's been a bit of a struggle at times for Webb. Does have 22 RBIs on the season, though, as he waits for the 1-0 pitch from Sal Diaz. An off-speed pitch misses up in the zone. 2 balls and no strikes to Webb. The Pioneers are able to pull out tonight's game. It'll go to Game 3, the deciding game of the series tomorrow night. That will also be at Oregon Trail Park Stadium here in Gearing, Nebraska, as the Pioneers clinched home field advantage after their dominant first half. Here comes the 2-0 delivery, and that one's popped up. Third baseman Backman might have a play, and he does. So a big second out of the inning for the Spearfish Sasquatch, as Saldias is able to induce the pop-up from Brian Webb, and it's going to be left to the 8-hitter Tyler Davis to get the Pioneers in the run column in today's game. Pioneers are looking for their first run of the series. Of course, they were shut out last night 2-0, although they did have a few opportunities. Tyler Davis batted 6th in last night's loss. He went 0 for 4 with a strikeout. He'll look to turn things around today. Davis is someone who's made it just about impossible for Antonio Garcia to take him out of the lineup. He's produced all season long, playing in his 45th game today. He's hitting .265 in 151 at-bats. He's got 40 hits, 39 runs scored, 10 extra base hits, including 4 home runs, 23 RBIs, 22 walks, and he also leads the team in stolen bases with 17. So what a great season for Davis. As the 1-0 pitch is popped a mile high. Not sure if this is in fair or foul territory. It'll be the third baseman Backman under it, and he catches it over the shoulder. That one looked like it had a chance to get down, but Nico Saldias is able to get the Spearfish Sasquatch through the bottom of the second inning scoreless. We have a 0-0 game heading to the top of the third inning. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB. We'll be right back.
Inventory, supply demand, marketing, human resources. It takes a lot to manage your business. But when your team includes the professionals at E&H CPAs and Management Consultants PC, the burden is lightened because you know the accounting, tax planning, valuation services, even litigation support, and exit planning are taken care of. Troy Hilliard, Seth Cobalt, and Lindsay Matthews bring years of experience in guiding your business. E&H CPAs and Management Consultants PC, 2021 Broadway, innovative, trusted, proven.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
We welcome you back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium in the top of the third inning. It's Caden Edwards back out there again for the Western Nebraska Pioneers. He's gone 6 up and 6 down. In this one, he'll have 3 pitchers to face in the inning: Hayden Silty, Ty Volmer, and Jack Van Doren. He also has a strikeout so far. He's been very efficient, not allowing any base runners, as Caden Edwards looks to match what Carson Ohl was able to do last night. I really don't think we're able to say enough how good Carson Ohl was. It was obviously overshadowed because the Pioneers dropped game 1 of the series 2-0, but Carson Ohl went 8 innings, allowing only 2 runs, 1 walk, 6 hits. He also struck out 4. And got the loss purely because of bad luck. No one can argue it was one of his best starts of the season. Even if the Pioneers make the championship series, it is unclear whether or not we could see Carson Ohl again, as that series begins in only 3 days. So we get ready to begin play here in the top of the third inning. Caden Edwards ready to throw his first pitch to Hayden Silty, the left fielder. And the first pitch of the inning is popped up and out of play, 0-1. Edwards coming right after hitters today.
Every man is a K-man.
He's back out there ready for his second pitch of the inning. Here it comes to Silty. Fastball up in the zone, but swung on and missed, 0-2. Caden Edwards from Duluth, Minnesota, goes to North Dakota State. 6'5" freshman having a great season in the Expedition League, and a 3-pitch strikeout to begin the third inning against Hayden Silty. So that's 2 consecutive strikeouts dating back to the second inning for Edwards, as he'll look to take advantage of the 6 through 9 batters in this Spearfish lineup. Before yesterday, only one of their final 4 hitters in the lineup had an at-bat. That was Zachary Creeth, who was 4 for 10 going into the game yesterday. As he throws strike 1 on the outside corner to Ty Volmer. Certainly puts a lot of pressure on 1 through 5 batters in the Spearfish lineup to get things going, as they're likely going to see minimal production out of the end of their order. They had only 1 guy reach base in their 6 through 9 part of the lineup yesterday, going a combined, I'll take a quick second, as another 3-pitch strikeout from Caden Edwards. That fastball right by him. As the end of this Spearfish order, looks like they just can't catch up to him. The 4 batters went 1 for 12 combined for Spearfish yesterday, 6 through 9. It'll be the 9-hitter Jack Van Doren, who we also saw throw a couple of innings in yesterday's game. As there will be no immaculate inning in this one. That first pitch misses down in the zone, a ball and no strikes to the 9-hitter Van Doren. Edwards back out there. He does not take any time between pitches at all, as that 1-0 pitch fouled off to the right side. And he's back out on the mound already, ready for the next pitch of this at-bat. He sure looks fired up for this playoff game. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Gets the inside corner, a ball and 2 strikes. And the Pioneers' leader in strikeouts is just 1 pitch away from striking out the side here in the 3rd. Outside corner, strike 3 called. Caden Edwards, 9 up, 9 down. He has struck out the last 4 batters he's faced, and was just 1 pitch away from an immaculate inning. So an unbelievable start for Edwards. As the Pioneers look to get the bats going in the bottom of the 3rd, we're going to take a short break. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
At Team GMC, we promise one low price, plain and simple, always. We put our very best price on all our vehicles 365 days a year. Not only can you see the prices, but so can our competition, so you know they're good. Come on in and experience the difference at Team GMC. No games, no gimmicks, just one low price, plain and simple, always. Team GMC in Scottsbluff. Shop online right now at teamautocenter.net. GMC, we are professional grade.
Our mission at Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness is to provide both preventative and rehabilitative services. At Elite Physical Therapy in Scottsbluff and Gearing, patients count on the experience and compassion of our team in treating work and sports injuries, help you recover from surgery, or just help you get back doing what you love most. Flexible scheduling to meet your needs, and we are right here in Scottsbluff and Gearing to serve you. Katie and Shelley are across from Walgreens on West 27th Street and next to Fresh Foods in Gearing. Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness, delivering the treatment you need and the care you deserve.
Buyers Realty has been helping people in the community find their dream home since 1994. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, our friendly team will put in the work to reach the finish line. We also do property management for buildings in Scottsbluff, Gearing, and beyond. You can find an extensive list of our properties by visiting our website at callbuyersrealty.com or visit us at our Scottsbluff offices on Avenue B, next to Bumper to Bumper. Panhandle's best, Buyers Realty. Community strong, community proud. We have what you're looking for.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium in Gearing, Nebraska. It'll be Antonio Nanez, Eric Smelko, and Cade McGee for the Pioneers as they look to get the bats going in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Nico Saldias bent but did not break in the 2nd inning, getting out of a 1st and 3rd one-out jam by inducing 2 pop-ups to the 3rd baseman. Backman got the pop-ups from Webb and Davis. As Nanez swings through the first pitch of the inning, 0-1. Do it right again. That fastball misses just down. The count's even at 1. After Nanez, the Pioneers will have the top of the order, and Eric Smelko and Cade McGee due up next. As Nanez looks to get the leadoff man on for the first time today for the Pioneers. He takes a fastball that just got a piece of the outside corner, a ball and 2 strikes. Nanez from San Jose, California, goes to San Francisco State, making only his 14th start of the season for the Pioneers, and he swings and misses at that fastball up in the zone. And a nice pitch from Saldias to blow away the 9-hitter Nanez. That's his 2nd strikeout of the game. And it'll be Eric Smelko at the top of the order for the Pioneers. Eric Smelko has been in that leadoff spot playing center field really since the middle of June. He had a breakthrough season in the Expedition League, was selected to the All-Star game, where he was the leadoff batter in that game as well. So that's certainly a spot he's gotten comfortable with. I'll look to get a runner on here for the Pioneers. That off-speed pitch misses outside from Saldias. So Saldias mixing up the pitches early and counts to batters. We saw a lot of fastballs early from Ty Wilson last night. Saldias really likes to go to that off-speed stuff early. As Smelko grounds one down the first base line, just foul. As that one just by the first base bag. Thought it might have had a chance of squeaking down that line for a double, but it goes just foul and the count's even at 1. Eric Smelko leads the Expedition League in at-bats as Antonio Garcia really just hasn't taken him out of this lineup much. Comes the 1-1 pitch, hit softly over to the first baseman, Creeth. Pitcher covering the throw, and he got him. So a nice play from Creeth, tossing that one over to Saldias, and there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Score that a 1-3 putout. And the Pioneers still looking for their first base runner of this inning. They've gone down 1 and 2 so far after the Nanez strikeout and the Smelko ground out. It's going to be the Gonzaga product, Cade McGee, batting second in this one. He struck out looking in the first inning on a nice fastball that got the outside corner. McGee, another player in this Pioneers order that's just there every single day. As someone that provides his kind of pop, really just can't be taken out of the order. He enters today batting .307, making his 60th start of the year. This is just the Pioneers' 65th game of the season. So Cade McGee has been a huge part of the success of this ball club all year long. And he takes a nice curveball over the plate there, a ball and a strike. McGee has also acted as the Pioneers' closer for much of the season, posting a 2.36 ERA and 6 saves in 19 innings of work. Comes the 1-1 pitch. That fastball not close. 2 balls and a strike to McGee. The 6'1" freshman comes from Tucson, Arizona. His first year of collegiate ball. Here comes the 2-1 delivery. Fastball's fouled off. McGee not happy with himself there. That was a pitch that we've seen him hit many times this season. McGee had 1 hit in the game yesterday. That was a ground ball single. Let's look to get something going here for the Pioneers in the 3rd. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. A nice fastball up in the mound from Saldias. Hits 2nd strikeout of the inning and his 3rd of the game. So we're through 3 quick innings in Gearing, Nebraska. The Pioneers and the Spearfish Sasquatch still tied at 0. We'll pick this one up in the top of the 4th inning. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
This time of year, fairs, festivals, fireworks, and food bring us together as a community. This is Doug Kaus, commercial lender and Nebraska market president at Western States Bank. As a bank, we've been part of this community for over 3 decades. Whether you've lived here your whole life or just arrived, we invite you to stop in and meet with one of our lenders. We're here to help you succeed and reach your dreams. As a community, we truly are better together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 459287.
Need a new scale or service to your existing scale? Then this is for you. B&B Valley Scale Service has expanded to serve you better with their new location in Gearing, Nebraska. B&B Valley Scales and Service is a fully certified scale company and can service anything from your small scale to your large scale. And if you need a new scale, they do that too. Give B&B Valley Scale Service and Sales a call at 308-635-3981. And if you're hearing this commercial, you're in their service area. That's B&B Valley Scale Service and Sales in Sydney and now in Gary.
Now is the time to get all your school spirit gear, and the place to get everything you need is Logos in Gearing. School spirit is what they do at Logos. Whether you're a bulldog, a bearcat, or a tiger, they've got everything you need, from sweats to hats and, of course, t-shirts and sweatshirts. Need something for the entire team? Stop into Logos, and the guys will custom design it, print it, and have it ready for the game. There is no job too big or small for Logos. Logos in downtown Gearing.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
We welcome you back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium as Caden Edwards back out there for a 4th inning. He has retired the first 9 batters he's faced in this one. It'll be the leadoff man Ryan Backman due up for the Spearfish Sasquatch as he takes the first pitch of the inning upstairs. 1 ball and no strikes. After Backman, it'll be Gage Ninnes, the second baseman, and then the shortstop, Johnny McHenry, for the Sasquatch here in the top of the 4th inning. They're still looking for their first base runner of the game. Here comes the 1-0 delivery. Hit a mile high, but this should be playable in deep center for Eric Smelko. He's under it by the warning track, and he makes the catch. So Ryan Backman hit that ball a long way. Unfortunately for him, it was to the deepest part of the ballpark, as Eric Smelko catching that one right by the Nebraska lottery sign. And Caden Edwards has now retired the first 10 batters he has faced. So he is dealing so far. I'd like to take this moment to give a quick shout out to some of my fellow interns back home. Zach McKinstry, who was doing the broadcasting. As this ball's chopped up to the shortstop, Mazzaferro coming in. He'll make the play. And there's 2 quick outs. So the ground out from Ninnes. As I was saying, Zach McKinstry did an unbelievable job as the broadcaster for the entire season, as I was only able to take over because he took another job in North Carolina. Zach, we certainly miss you here in Gearing. We also miss the other interns that are no longer here, Ryan Rubenstein, Cassie Lee, and Hannah Bear. It's a great summer with you guys. As the 0-0 pitch from Caden Edwards to the 3-man, McHenry drops into the strike zone. No balls and a strike. So 11 straight set down. Edwards trying to make it 12. He hasn't even broken a sweat out there. And that fastball swung on and missed. 0-2 to McHenry. The Spearfish team had 7 All-Stars in Casper this season. Although with guys going back to school, leaving early, or injuries, they are down to just 1 position player who was in that All-Star game. It is McHenry in the 3-hole. Comes the 0-2 pitch, off-speed pitch. Misses up in the zone, a ball and 2 strikes to McHenry. Caden Edwards back out there again. Certainly loves working quickly. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. Fastball misses up in the zone. Edwards was looking for his 5th strikeout of the game right there. We'll have to throw at least 1 more pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the top of the 4th inning for the Spearfish Sasquatch. Here comes the 2-2. That one's popped up down the right field line. Webb will give it a look, but that ball is out of play. We'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Caden Edwards' last appearance came on August 4th against the Moo. It was a game that the Pioneers lost 8-1. He went 3 innings, giving up 3 runs on 6 hits. He got the loss in that game. Here comes the 2-2 pitch to McHenry. Swung on and missed. Caden Edwards looking dominant through 4 innings. He's got 5 strikeouts already. He has retired the first 12 batters he has faced. Now he just needs a little offense. The Pioneers coming up to get their at-bats in the bottom of the 4th inning. We're going to take a short break. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
Be the envy of the neighborhood with the new Green Mountain Grill from High Plains Spas and Recreation. In addition to Green Mountain Grills, High Plains Spas and Recreation also has the pellets, cooking spices, rib racks, smoking shelves, covers, and other accessories, as well as replacement parts. If they don't have what you need, they could get it. Yep, get a Green Mountain Grill and be that neighbor that's always admired for the wonderful, yummy barbecue smells. High Plains Spas and Recreation, open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, 1725 East Overland in Scottsbluff.
Hi, this is Shane from Scottsbluff Screen Printing and Embroidery. I would like to personally invite you to come out and enjoy this year's Old West Balloon Fest. Please bring the whole family to this amazing event. Scottsbluff Screen Printing will be at most of those events selling the official souvenir t-shirts. Please come see us and support this amazing event. You may check out their website for details on launches and various event locations at theoldwestballoonfest.com. Scottsbluff Screen Printing and Embroidery, supporting the Old West Balloon Fest from downtown Scottsbluff.
This time of year, fairs, festivals, fireworks, and food bring us together as a community. This is Doug Kaus, commercial lender and Nebraska market president at Western States Bank. As a bank, we've been part of this community for over 3 decades. Whether you've lived here your whole life or just arrived, we invite you to stop in and meet with one of our lenders. We're here to help you succeed and reach your dreams. As a community, we truly are better together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 459287.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Paul Reed Construction and Supply has been in business for over 35 years. Headquartered in Gearing, Nebraska, the company provides an array of services ranging from commercial and industrial building construction to heavy highway earthwork and installation of underground utilities, as well as the rock pile division, service and equipment. Paul Reed Construction on 10th Street in Gearing. We welcome you back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium in Gearing, Nebraska. It'll be Alex Zerfis, JT Walden, and Jake English as they look to get things going against Nico Saldias and the Spearfish Sasquatch. First pitch of the inning is a fastball down the middle to Zerfis, 0-1. Neither side been able to do much offensively so far. The Pioneers threatened back in the second inning when they got runners on the corners with 1 out, but were unable to make anything come of it. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. It's a nice breaking ball there, swung on and missed. Zerfis, the 5'11 freshman from Gonzaga, coming into play with a .308 average in his 42nd start. He's hit 6 doubles, a home run, 14 runs batted in. Also drawn 25 walks to go along with 23 strikeouts, as he looks to avoid a 24th on this 0-2 pitch, but he will not be able to. A fastball on the outside corner, swung on and missed. And the first batter of the inning is a 3-pitch strikeout for Saldias. That's his 4th strikeout of the game. And it'll be the left fielder JT Walden due up now for the Pioneers. Walden was 0 for 3 in last night's game. He did have a walk, but was stranded on the bases. Came up in a big spot in the 9th inning, but struck out on a really nice breaking pitch on a 3-2 count from the closer, Zach Creeth, getting his second at-bat of this one. He flew out to center field on the first pitch he saw his first time up, and he takes ball 1 down. JT Walden missed the last week of the season with a hamstring injury, so the Pioneers certainly happy to have him back as he takes that fastball for a strike. Counts even at 1. JT Walden, one of 3 Gonzaga kids in this Pioneers starting lineup. There's also Cade McGee and Alex Zerfis. So 2-3-4 representing Gonzaga well for the Pioneers as Walden takes ball 2 upstairs, 2 balls and a strike. JT Walden is a redshirt freshman from Sacramento, California, getting his first taste of summer ball this season. And it's been a great year for Walden as he takes strike 2 on the outside corner. He enters today with a .307 average, making his 57th start in 65 games. That's 205 at-bats. He has 22 extra base hits, including 5 home runs. He also has 49 runs batted in. As he drops the bat after the foul ball there, as he is grabbing his shoulder. Unclear what this is about. That'll bring the trainer Mallory Morrell out from the dugout. Although he picks up the bat, he's back into the box. That'll send Mallory and Antonio Garcia back where they came from. Certainly a good sign that Walden was able to pick up that bat quickly. Not sure if he might have tweaked something there. But regardless, he's back in the box for a 2-2 count. Nico Saldias looking for the out here. Here comes the pitch. Nice off-speed pitch, but grounded foul from Walden. We'll do it again, 2 balls and 2 strikes. It'll be the designated hitter, Jake English, who drew a walk his first time up out on deck. As this Pioneers offense looking to get into the run column for the first time in the playoffs. They had 6 hits, but were 5 hits rather, but were shut out last night. Pioneers are used to scoring a lot at home. Hasn't been the case so far today, though, as that 2-2 pitch fouled down to Antonio Garcia. And the fans clap there in appreciation of that grab. Of course, Antonio Garcia had his playing days in college ball as well. He was on the 2018 team that won the championship for the Pioneers. He, of course, coming back next season, his 2nd straight year as head coach, as that 2-2 pitch to Walden misses nowhere close and the count is full. JT Walden has drawn 24 walks on the season. He's been vulnerable to the strikeout, though, striking out 42 times in 200 plate appearances. He'll look to avoid that here at the 3-2 delivery. Nico Saldias into his motion. The pitch grounded softly. The first baseman Creeth over. He makes the play, the flip to Saldias. And that's going to be an out at first base. So the second out of the inning, score that a 1-3 putout. The second 1-3 putout in consecutive innings for Saldias, as it'll be up to Jake English to get something going for the Pioneers here in the bottom of the fourth inning. English drew a 6-pitch walk his first time up. It was the first base runner of the game for the Pioneers. He then reached third base on a Jared Mazzaferro single, but was stranded there after Saldias was able to get 2 pop-ups to get out of the inning, and that fastball on the outside corner is good for strike 1. English, one of 3 catchers in this Pioneers lineup. They, of course, have Tyler Davis getting the start tonight. They also have Nate Schwartz, who we have not seen yet in the series. English looking to find a way on any way he can for this Pioneers lineup, but he swings through the fastball up there, a ball and 2 strikes. It would be Mazzaferro if English is able to find his way on for the Pioneers. Saldias has looked good so far, not quite as good as Caden Edwards, who has set down the first 12 batters he's faced, but he has been really good nonetheless. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. In there for strike 3 called. The 5th strikeout of the night for Saldias. We got a pitcher's duel at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. It's 0-0 as we get ready to begin playing the top of the 5th inning. We're going to take a short break. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
You can take the trailer out of Texas, but you can't take the Texas out of the trailer. PJ Trailers are built in Texas with the same attention to detail to hold up to the hardworking professional using them. Ryan's Welding and Trailer Sales in Scottsbluff is your authorized PJ Trailer dealer with a wide variety of sizes. ATV trailers, car haulers, equipment trailers, tilt deck, and gooseneck trailers. Ryan's is also a full-service welding shop. Stop by 1110 Avenue B in Scottsbluff or call 308-575-0710.
Now is the time to get all your school spirit gear, and the place to get everything you need is Logos in Gearing. School spirit is what they do at Logos. Whether you're a bulldog, a bearcat, or a tiger, they've got everything you need, from sweats to hats and, of course, t-shirts and sweatshirts. Need something for the entire team? Stop into Logos, and the guys will custom design it, print it, and have it ready for the game. There is no job too big or small for Logos. Logos in downtown Gearing.
Oh, that's the sound of someone at Papa Murphy's using fresh ingredients to make your pizza. And this is the sweet sound of your oven timer telling you that your home-baked Papa Murphy's pizza is done. Because at Papa Murphy's, we believe that Tuesday deserves something different, like your new way of telling your family pizza is ready.
Come and get it.
Okay. Every Tuesday, get any large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Well, the Wesco's scoreboard says that the score is 0-0 as we begin playing the top of the 5th inning. Wesco, Service Solutions, success. Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium. It's the top of the 5th inning. Caden Edwards back out there again. He's retired the first 12 men he's faced. The Hayden Driggs leading off for the Spearfish Sasquatch. He came as close as there's been to a hit for the Sasquatch thus far, grounding one up the middle his first time up, but Antonio Nanias made a great play to throw him out. That was back in the 2nd inning. Comes the 0-1 delivery, a curveball. Home plate umpire George Tyree wanted to call that one a strike, but thought better of it at the last moment. It counts even at 1. Our umpires today, George Tyree behind home plate and Matt Beaver on the bases. For game 2 of the division series, that one's hit in the air to center field. It'll be routine for Eric Smelko. And Caden Edwards has retired the first 13 men he's faced. So a fly out to center field from Driggs. It'll bring up the center fielder Michael Doer. First baseman Zachary Creeth due up after him, as Caden Edwards has been wasting no time today, going right after the Spearfish lineup. Now remember, Spearfish dealing with a ton of guys missing. Last 4 batters in their order are pitchers. And the first pitch to Doer swung on and missed. Doer lined out softly to the first baseman Brian Webb, who made a great catch his first time up. And he takes that fastball on the inside corner, no balls and 2 strikes. So Caden Edwards looking to get his 6th strikeout of the game as that off-speed pitch misses well outside. A ball and 2 strikes. Edwards already back up on the mound. Here comes the 1-2, fouled off back. We're going to do it again. Caden Edwards has gone as deep as 7 innings this season for the Pioneers. He's done that twice. And strike 3 called on the outside corner. It looked like a generous call from home plate ump George Tyree, but Caden Edwards will certainly take it. His 6th strikeout of the game. And the Spearfish Sasquatch still looking for their first base runner here, as they'll bring up Zachary Creeth, the first baseman. So Edwards has gone 7 innings twice. Last time came back on July 27th against the Sioux Falls Sunfish. As he misses off the plate, ball 1 there. He only gave up 2 runs on 5 hits, also struck out 8 in that game. Other time he went 7 innings back on June 17th in a 5-4 win over the Casper Horseheads. That ball's fouled off a mile high, and it lands about 3 feet in front of the Logos booth up here. Might have to open my window, see if I can get a souvenir ball at some point. It counts even to Zachary Creeth. Edwards dealing. Fastball misses upstairs for a ball. Creeth will look to find a way on any way he can for a Spearfish team that hasn't cracked Caden Edwards at all thus far. 2-1 pitch, ripped to right field, and the first base hit of the game for the Spearfish Sasquatch. So after Caden Edwards retired the first 14 batters of the game, it's the first baseman Creeth getting them into the hit column for the first time today. So that's 1 hit for each side. And it's going to bring up the left fielder Hayden Silty. Silty went 1 for 3 out of the 9-hole in yesterday's win for the Sasquatch. He also struck out in that game. And he swings and misses at that first pitch fastball, 0-1. Silty comes from Gillette, Wyoming, goes to North Dakota State. That fastball misses up and away. The count is even. Silty just has 6 at-bats on the season, 1 for 6. Also drawn a walk, struck out twice, his 3rd game with the opportunity to hit. Comes the 1-1 pitch to him. That one's hit softly towards second base. Nania is out. He's not going to get it. It's into shallow right center field. Creeth is on his way to third base. There's going to be a play at third. The throw. He got him at third base. Alex Zerfus gunning down Creeth. As there's going to be an argument from the Spearfish coach here. But with no replay review in the Expedition League, this is going to send us to the bottom of the 5th inning. So the Spearfish Sasquatch get their first 2 hits of the night, courtesy of Zachary Creeth and Hayden Silty. But they'll be able to make nothing come of it as the Pioneers look to get on the board in the bottom of the 5th inning. You're listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB.
Drive happy this summer with auto insurance from J.G. Elliott. Hi, I'm Lila Nash, and when you choose J.G. Elliott as your auto insurance provider, you'll get a variety of options and deductibles, including car rental coverage and customized equipment coverage, so you can get on the road without the worry. If a new boat, motorcycle, RV, or ATV is part of your summer plan, we can insure that too. Plus, you can bundle your vehicle and home insurance to save even more. J.G. Elliott has insurance coverage for all your summer adventures. J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
Life doesn't stop because of an accident or injury, and you have a choice of who you see, and that choice begins at Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness. With 2 convenient locations, Katie and Shelley will guide your healing and develop a program for your recovery. Our team is here to treat your orthopedic, sports, and work injuries, accidents, and pre- and post-surgeries. Elite Physical Therapy in Gearing next to Fresh Foods and in Scottsbluff across from Walgreens. Life is great. Physical therapy makes it better.
When you decide to sell your car, there are so many more options than ever before. Do not overlook Team Auto Center as a top-rated buyer for your old vehicle. No need to trade it in on a new one. Team Auto Center will give you a fair market price for your vehicle with no expectation of you purchasing from us. Come experience the difference at Team Auto Center or visit us online at teamautocenter.net.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
It's going to be Jared Mazzaferro, Brian Webb, and Tyler Davis for the Pioneers in the bottom half of the fifth inning as they look to crack Nico Saldias. Pioneers coming into the inning, they've only had 2 men reach base so far in this one. That came in the second inning after a walk from English and a single from Mazzaferro, as Mazzaferro will look to find his way on base for the second time today. Here comes the first pitch of the inning from Saldias. Swung on and missed. Fastball up in the zone. To the 5'8" sophomore. Mazzaferro began the summer going to Ohlone Junior College, now going to the University of Washington. So a big congratulations there for the all-star Gold Glover Jared Mazzaferro, who's had himself truly a remarkable season in 40 games for this Pioneer squad, as he took the fastball there for a strike, 0-2. Mazzaferro comes from San Jose, California. And the 0-2 pitch, that one skips in for a ball and 2 strikes. Mazzaferro took an 0-4 in the game yesterday, 0-for-3. He also struck out twice. So he'll look to rebound today. Comes the 1-2 delivery from Saldias. Nice off-speed pitch, grounded to the second baseman. That's going to be fielded by Ninnis. And he throws him out for the first out of the bottom of the fifth inning. Score that a 4-3 putout. And it'll bring up the first baseman, Brian Webb. Brian Webb from Gilbert, Arizona, goes to Grand Canyon University. Been mainly used as a pitcher this season, but he is ineligible after throwing complete game against the Casper Horseheads in the second to last game of the regular season in Casper, as he takes strike 1 there. He went 7 innings, allowing 3 runs on 6 hits, also struck out 8 in that game. It was his best outing of the season. And that pitch is hit into right field. It's going to be the right fielder Van Doren over. He's under it, and he makes the grab. So 2 quick outs in the bottom of the fifth inning. As Nico Saldias continues to go right after these Pios hitters, it's going to be up to the 8-hitter Tyler Davis. Davis came up in the second inning with first and third and 2 outs, but was not able to come through for the Pioneers. He popped out to the third baseman Ryan Backman, who made the catch over his shoulder on a ball that certainly looked closer than it needed to falling. As he'll get ready for the first pitch from Saldias. That one's an off-speed pitch chopped towards the Pios dugout on the left side. 0-1 to Tyler Davis. Davis from Fresno, California, goes to Fresno State College, 6'2" freshman. And for a catcher to be playing in his 45th game of the season in the 65th game, certainly impressive. Speaks to his durability. Also speaks to how much Antonio Garcia likes his bat in the lineup, as he has had plenty of games serving as a designated hitter for this Pioneers team, with either Jake English or Nate Schwartz catching behind the dish. Fouled off that 0-1 pitch, so it's 0-2 to Davis, as he looks to get a rally going with 2 outs and no one on in the fifth inning for the Pioneers. Here comes the 0-2 delivery. That one's chopped towards the shortstop, McHenry. He's there. Throw over to first base, not a problem. So that's 3 straight 1-2-3 innings for the Spearfish Sasquatch starter Nico Saldias, as we are through 5 quick innings at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. We're going to take a short break, and we'll pick up this broadcast in the top of the 6th inning. You're listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB.
This time of year, fairs, festivals, fireworks, and food bring us together as a community. This is Doug Kaus, commercial lender and Nebraska market president at Western States Bank. As a bank, we've been part of this community for over 3 decades. Whether you've lived here your whole life or just arrived, we invite you to stop in and meet with one of our lenders. We're here to help you succeed and reach your dreams. As a community, we truly are better together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 459287.
Oh, whale! Guys, whale! Wow, whale. Oh, that's a big whale. Okay. Whale, whale, whale. Oh, no, whale!
The tides can turn quick on the water. Progressive's boat insurance has you covered. Get a quote today in as little as 3 minutes at Progressive.com.
Well, at least it wasn't a shark, am I right?
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
The renters moved out, and the house doesn't look exactly like it did when they moved in. Landlords and realtors call Bluffs Facility Solutions. Let our team of cleaning professionals get the house ready to be rented again. No job is too big or too small. Weekly, bi-weekly, monthly, or one-time jobs are available. Using the best products and equipment, including our truck-mounted professional steam cleaning for carpet, upholstery, tile, or grout. Let us do the cleaning. Now part of the Ideal Linen family. Bluffs Facility Solutions, 632-7197.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
For more than 125 years, Wells Fargo Advisors has created wealth management and investment strategies aimed at achieving their clients' personal financial goals. Call Ryan Windhorst at 632-7561. Together, we'll go far. Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium. Top of the 6th inning, Caden Edwards back out there for the Pioneers as he was into his motion but had to step off there as the shortstop, Maz Farrell, wasn't in position quite yet. Here we are again, ready for gameplay as that pitch misses outside to the designated hitter, Ty Volmer. Volmer, one of those guys for the Spearfish team that's a pitcher hitting as they're down so many guys in this series. He'll take that pitch upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. He got his first at-bats of the summer in last night's game. He went 0 for 3, all 3 at-bats against Pioneer starter Carson Knoll. As he'll look to get something going for the Spearfish Sasquatch. That fastball gets the outside corner, 2 balls and a strike. Edwards gave up his first 2 hits of the game in the last inning, but was bailed out by a great throw from Alex Zerfus, gunning down a man at third base. That fastball over for strike 2. So a relatively big zone thus far for home plate umpire George Tyree, although he's been calling it on both sides. Certainly no problem there. That one's chopped to the third baseman. McGee comes in, makes a nice pick off the short hop, and he throws him out, no problem. For the first out in the top of the 6th inning, scored that a 5-3 putout. And it's going to bring up the 9-hitter playing right field, Jack Van Doren, for this Spearfish squad. Jack Van Doren, a 6'4" left-handed thrower from West Babylon, New York. He goes to Long Island University. Although he bats right-handed, he also got his first at-bats of the season last night. He took an 0 for 3 on the year. Also threw a couple of innings in last night's win for Spearfish. That fastball misses just. Okay, and Edwards back out there. Here comes the 2-0 delivery. Outside corner, that one's good for strike 1. So Caden Edwards has not had a 3-ball count thus far. Has had impeccable control so far. That one's chopped over to the second baseman. It'll be routine for Nanez, and just like that, there's 2 outs here in the top of the 6th. So 2 routine ground outs to begin the inning, and neither side has really been able to get much of anything going against the opposing team's starter. Caden Edwards now through 5 2/3 innings. Carson Knoll, of course, went 8 innings in yesterday's game. Edwards certainly looking like he could make it 8 innings if things hold up. The Sasquatch have the top of the order. It's the third baseman, Ryan Backman, who's lined out to first and flown out to center, 0 for 2 in this one. And he swings out the first pitch he sees, but it's fouled off to the right side. No balls and a strike. Comes the 0-1 delivery from Edwards on the way to Backman. That one, nice changeup, but misses just down in the zone for ball 1. So the count's even at 1 with 2 outs here in the top of the 6th inning. Just 2 hits so far for the Spearfish Sasquatch as they look to get things going. And Backman chases a fastball out of the zone and fouls it off to the right side. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So Edwards doing a nice job of mixing speeds, also mixing locations, but he has been in the strike zone with all 3 of his main pitches thus far. Has real good control of all of them. He's been going to that fastball for the strikeout. This time it's a curveball. That one misses out of the zone, though, and the count's even at 2. Backman was 1 for 4 out of the leadoff spot in last night's game. Also struck out in that one. As he hits that one down the right field line, it's a foul ball. Might be playable for Zerfus. He ranges over. And that one gets out of play. We'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Beckman comes from Rapid City, South Dakota. Goes to Minnesota State at Mankato. Hitting .280 on the season, getting his 209th at-bat now. Here's the pitch, line to second base, right to the second baseman, Antonio Nanez. And Caden Edwards continuing to dominate. He's fired up as he gets off the mound and heads towards that Pioneers dugout. We still have no score at Oregon Trail Park Stadium as the Pioneers will look to get on the board in the bottom of the 6th inning. You're listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB.
I have some great news for homeowners. Today's mortgage rates are near historic lows, and now is an ideal time to refinance your home at a lower rate. Refinancing gives you options to improve your home, consolidate debt, or lower your monthly payments. We don't know how long these low rates will last or when they will be this low again, so call Jennifer today at 308-220-0503 for a free refinance consultation.
Castle & Cook Mortgage, LLC, NMLS ID 1251. Jennifer Brienne Urdialis, loan originator, NMLS ID 1059626. This is not a commitment to make a loan. Not all who apply will qualify. Equal housing lender.
Fun facts about owning your own hot tub, courtesy of High Plains Spas and Recreation. Relaxing in your spa before bed helps soothe your aches and pains, allowing for a deeper, more rewarding sleep. Hot Spring Spas offers features like entertainment systems with Bluetooth capability, waterfalls, LED lighting, volcano jets, and more. Yes, sleeping like a baby is just one great reason, but there's plenty more. Stay tuned or stop into High Plains Spas and Recreation, where they sell fun. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, 1725 East Oberlin, Scottsbluff.
Byers Realty has been helping people in the community find their dream home since 1994. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, our friendly team will put in the work to reach the finish line. We also do property management for buildings in Scottsbluff, Gering, and beyond. You can find an extensive list of our properties by visiting our website at callbyersrealty.com or visit us at our Scottsbluff offices on Avenue B, next to Bumper. Panhandle's best, Byers Realty. Community strong, community proud. We have what you're looking for.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB. I'm Jared Brecker as we get ready to begin the bottom of the 6th inning. That'll be the 9-hitter Antonio Nanez, followed by the top of the order Eric Smelko and Cade McGee in the bottom of the 6th. For the Pioneers, it's a 0-0 game, only 3 combined hits from both teams in this one, as Saldias and Edwards have been brilliant. As we get underway, that curveball misses way up and goes to the backstop. So not a good first pitch of the inning there from Saldias to Nanez. Nanez struck out swinging in his only plate appearance. That came in the 3rd inning. He also led off that inning. And he'll look to get the Pioneers going with a base runner here in the 6th. That fastball misses upstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Not seeing action in either bullpen. So it looks like both teams are happy with who they got in there. Saldias getting ready to make his 2-0 pitch. That one gets the corner. 2 balls and a strike to Nanez. Saldias has only walked 1 so far. That was Jake English in the 2nd inning. Only hit he's given up was to Mazzaferro. Comes a 2-1 delivery. Nice curveball, bends into the strike zone. The count's even at 2. That's a great off-speed pitch there after he missed so badly with the first pitch of the inning. Definitely a good sign for Saldias. Looks sharp again. Comes the 2-2 delivery to Nanez. That one's hit back towards the middle. It goes off of Saldias, but he recovers, throws to first base for the out. He's on the ground. So Spearfish gets the out, but Saldias slow to get up. Pioneers trainer Mallory Morrell out from her spot in the dugout. She's going to take a look at him. So will the Sasquatch head coach. So Nanez hit that one well. Looked like it got Saldias in the leg maybe. He then picked up the ball, slipped before making his throw. He did get the out. So we'll score that a 1-3 putout for the time being. Looks like Saldias is going to be okay. Although Mallory Morrell and the Sasquatch head coach have not left the pitcher's mound. He'll probably get a few warm-up pitches here. As I mentioned before, no one warming up for the Spearfish Sasquatch, so unclear if they'll have another option right away, but it looks like Saldias is good to go. Head coach back into the dugout. Mallory Morrell heads off the field. And Saldias will live to face another batter. It's going to be the leadoff man, Eric Smelko, here in the bottom of the 6th inning with 1 out and no one on. Smelko came into the day second on the Pioneers in batting average at .333, although he's taken an 0 for 2 so far, grounded out both times he's been up. Comes the first pitch from Saldias. Smelko showing bunt as the off-speed pitch misses off the plate, a ball and no strikes. That'll bring the third baseman Backman in a couple of steps. First baseman Creeth may be in a step as well, as Smelko might be trying to get something going for the Pioneers, as he'll take that 1-0 pitch out of the zone, 2 balls and no strikes. Eric Smelko loved to act like a leadoff man in this situation. Pioneers need base runners. They've had just 2 so far, and Smelko with a big hack at that off-speed pitch. Swings and misses, 2 balls and a strike. Mentioned before that Eric Smelko, one of 8 All-Stars on this Pioneers team. 5 of them are in the starting lineup tonight. They had another selection, Dalton Frank, who was not able to go as his summer ended early. That fastball misses down, so 3 balls and a strike to Smelko, a hitter's count here. Eric's drawn 19 walks on the season. He just wants to find his way on any way that he can. He's also scored 45 times for this Pioneers team, as that fastball misses nowhere close. And the Pioneers have themselves a base runner in the bottom of the 6th inning with 1 out. And it'll bring up their biggest hitter, Cade McGee. So after Saldias might have hurt himself, says he's okay, came out and walked Eric Smelko on 5 pitches. It'll be Cade McGee, who struck out twice in this one, looking in the first, swinging in the third. Not what you expect to seeing in the box score from Cade McGee. Plenty of game to turn that around, though, as Hulk to get the Pioneers going in the bottom of the 6th inning. Here comes the 0-0 pitch. Fastball almost hits him, but he's just able to get out of the way there. 1 ball, no strikes. After McGee, it'll be the right fielder Alex Zerfis due up for the Pioneers. Remember, Zerfis made that unbelievable throw a couple of innings ago to get the Pioneers off the field. Here comes the 1-0 delivery to McGee. And he goes back to the fastball there, and gets the bottom part of the zone for a strike. So a ball and a strike, 1 out, 1 on, here in the bottom of the 6th inning of a 0-0 game. Saldias takes a look over at Smelko at first base. Nothing's doing over there, as the first baseman Creeth pretending like that ball got away from him. That'll draw some boos from the home crowd. But Eric Smelko's been playing baseball for too long to get fooled by a play like that. Here comes the 1-1 delivery to McGee. And a nice off-speed pitch. Looked like a changeup there. He'll get the swing and the miss. So a ball and 2 strikes to McGee. McGee out of Tucson, Arizona, one of 3 Gonzaga kids in this Pioneers lineup. He has struck out 24 times on the season, including tonight. So look to get something going here. 1-2. That one's hit well to left field. Left fielder Silt is back, but he'll have room, make the grab. So it looked good off the bat, but just died. Scored that an F7 as Cade McGee now 0 for 3 in this one. That'll bring up the 3-hitter Alex Zerfis, as the Pioneers looking to get any run they can, any way they can. It's been a real struggle for them thus far. They've gone 14 2/3 innings in the playoffs without a run. Their last inning before the playoffs, they scored 6 runs in the 7th inning against the Casper Horseheads in a game that they won 8-2. Saldias back on the mound, getting into his delivery. Here comes the 0-0 pitch as that misses the ball and no strikes. Zerfis was the only Pioneer to have multiple hits in yesterday's game, although they both were for naught, as he was stranded on the bases both times. Smelko with a healthy lead off of first base here. Here comes the 1-2 delivery. Smelko not going as that fastball gets the inside corner for a strike. Zerfis has driven in 14 runs in 41 games, so not quite as many RBIs as you'd expect out of the Pioneers 3-hitter, but he has certainly been efficient, coming in with a .308 batting average and a .436 on base percentage. As there's that 1-1 pitch. It's going to get away from the catcher, Driggs, and that'll move Eric Smelko up to second base. So for the second time today, the Pioneers have a runner in scoring position. Not sure if that's going to be scored a passed ball or a wild pitch. But nonetheless, it moves Smelko up to second base, and the Pioneers are a base hit away from drawing first blood in this one. Outfield is pretty deep. They're going to have a tough time throwing out Smelko on a base hit to the outfield. Infield is relatively straight up, although there is a big hole between third base and shortstop. Saldias into his motion. Here comes a 2-1 pitch. It's a fastball up and laid off. 3 balls and a strike. If Zerfus can find his way on, it would be the all-powerful J.T. Walden out of the cleanup spot for the Pioneers. Remember, J.T. Walden won the home run derby this season in Casper, the first Pioneer to do it. Also leads the team in home runs with 5. But first, it's Alex Zerfus. Here comes the 3-1 delivery. And that pitch gets the corner. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So a full count. Eric Smelko likely not going from second base in case of a ball 4. You'd hate to get thrown out at third base to end the inning. Remember, he was thrown out at third base trying to stretch a double into a triple in yesterday's game. That was after the left fielder lost the ball in the lights. As we get ready for the 3-2 pitch, here comes Saldias on his way to Alex Zerfus. The pitch. Curveball misses inside, almost hit him, but it's ball 4 anyway. It's the second walk of the inning for Saldias. And that's going to bring up J.T. Walden. So certainly not who the Spearfish Sasquatch want to see in the box right now. After Walden, it's Jake English. So Saldias in a little bit of trouble here in the 6th inning. It's been easy going for him other than the 2nd inning where he was able to get out of a 1st and 3rd 1-out jam. He'll look to pull another rabbit out of the hat here in the bottom of the 6th inning as the Pioneers desperately trying to find their way onto the scoreboard. Walden does have a base hit against Saldias this season. That was an RBI double back in late June. That was in Spearfish, South Dakota. 1 hit in 5 at-bats, so a 200 average for Walden against Saldias. He's going to look to make it 2 for 6 here. Count is in his favor. 1 ball and no strikes to the Gonzaga redshirt freshman. Here comes the 1-0 delivery from Saldias. And it's in the dirt, but a nice job keeping that one in front. Hayden Driggs, 2 balls and no strikes. So Saldias has not allowed a hit in the inning, but he is certainly in a world of trouble here with 2 runners on and 2 outs. Walden, known for his power, all he needs is a single to get the Pioneers going in this one. He has 49 runs batted in on the season. That's good for first place on the team by a lot. As that 2-0 pitch misses down. 3 balls and no strikes. So Walden is 4th on the team in average, 1st on the team in home runs, and 1st on the team in RBIs. Not a surprise we see him in the cleanup spot. It'll be interesting to see if he's got the green light 3-0 here, or if Antonio Garcia opts for the more conservative approach to the inning and try to load the bases. Here comes a 3-0, as it won't matter. That fastball nowhere close. And Saldias has walked the bases loaded here in the 6th inning. So that's going to move Eric Smelko over to 3rd. It'll move Alex Zerfus to 2nd, as Walden will take his base. And the coach out for the Spearfish Sasquatch, as he is going to make a pitching change, and he is going to bring in his left fielder, Hayden Silty. So we have a pitching change here in Gearing. The bases are loaded with 2 outs for the designated hitter, Jake English, as Nico Saldias Went 5 2/3 strong innings, but he'll leave with 3 runners on base. Those are all his runners, as all he can do is look on and hope that Silty is able to come in and get a big out. We're going to take a short break, and we'll be back in Gearing, Nebraska. You're listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB.
You can take the trailer out of Texas, but you can't take the Texas out of the trailer. PJ Trailers are built in Texas with the same attention to detail to hold up to the hardworking professional using them. Ryan's Welding and Trailer Sales in Scottsbluff is your authorized PJ Trailer dealer with a wide variety of sizes. ATV trailers, car haulers, equipment trailers, tilt deck, and gooseneck trailers. Ryan's is also a full-service welding shop. Stop by 1110 Avenue B in Scottsbluff or call 308-575-0710.
Details do matter, but you need to keep your eyes on the future. Let E&H handle the details. Professionals working side by side with you, offering accounting, tax planning, valuation services, and litigation support, and developing a strategy for the day you leave it all behind.
Pitching, right?
Troy Hilliard, Seth Cobalt, and Lindsay Matthews are the professionals you want on your team. E&H CPAs and Management Consultants PC. 2021 Broadway, Scottsbluff. Innovative, trusted, proven.
Need a new scale or service to your existing scale? Then this is for you. B&B Valley Scale Service has expanded to serve you better with their new location in Gearing, Nebraska. B&B Valley Scale and Service is a fully certified scale company and can service anything from your small scale to your large scale. And if you need a new scale, they do that too. Give B&B Valley Scale Service and Sales a call at 308-635-3981. And if you're hearing this commercial, you're in their service area. That's B&B Valley Scale Service and Sales in Sydney and now in Gearing.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium in Gearing, Nebraska. Hayden Silty asked to get a jumbo-sized out for the Spearfish Sasquatch. The bases are loaded with 2 outs, and it's the designated hitter Jake English. One of the biggest scoring opportunities we've seen thus far. Nico Saldias went 5 2/3 innings pitched. He did a nice job, but he walked 3 batters in the inning. As we get ready for the first pitch on its way to English, fastball off the plate. And there's a ball and no strikes. Hayden Silty, coming from Gillette, Wyoming, goes to North Dakota State. 4-3 on the season, 7.25 ERA in 14 outings. He has gone 31 innings, striking out 32, only walking 8, but giving up 53 hits. So hits have been a real problem for him. That fastball misses nowhere close. 2 balls and no strikes for English. Gotta wonder if he might be getting a take sign here. See if the Pioneers can steal a run without getting a hit. That would certainly be a real bummer for the Spearfish Sasquatch if that happens. Here we are with the 2-0 pitch from Silty on its way. That one's fouled off to the right side. There's 2 balls and a strike to English. English is 0 for 1 in this one. He drew a walk and was stranded at third back in the second inning. He then struck out looking in the fourth. Both those at-bats coming against the starter, Saldias. English has 23 runs batted in on the season, trying to make it at least 24 after this at-bat. Here comes the 2-1 pitch. That one's popped up, but out of play. And the count is even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. So Silty came in through 2 fastballs nowhere near the zone, but has done a nice job overcoming that. He's gone back in the zone 2 consecutive pitches. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Jake English. Eric Smelko on third. Alex Zerfus on second. Walden on first base with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 6th inning of a 0-0 game. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. An off-speed pitch. Nice job fouling it off from English. First off-speed pitch we've seen from Silty on that curveball. And a nice job just to stay alive for English, who's 0 for his last 5 at the plate. He was 0 for 2 in yesterday's game, drew a walk, struck out in that one. As the Pioneers desperate to get into that run column today. Here comes the 2-2 delivery, outside corner, strike 3 called. Hayden Silty dots a fastball on the outside corner and gets a king-sized out for the Spearfish Sasquatch. That sets down English looking for the 2nd time. And we are going to the top of the 7th inning. We are still scoreless here in Gearing, Nebraska. We're going to take a short break. And then we'll have Pios baseball again here on KNEB.
Drive happy this summer with auto insurance from J.G. Elliott. Hi, I'm Lila Nash, and when you choose J.G. Elliott as your auto insurance provider, you'll get a variety of options and deductibles, including car rental coverage and customized equipment coverage, so you can get on the road without the worry. If a new boat, motorcycle, RV, or ATV is part of your summer plan, we can insure that too. Plus, you can bundle your vehicle and home insurance to save even more. J.G. Elliott has insurance coverage for all your summer adventures. J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
Our mission at Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness is to provide both preventative and rehabilitative services. At Elite Physical Therapy in Scottsbluff and Gearing, patients count on the experience and compassion of our team in treating work and sports injuries, help you recover from surgery, or just help you get back doing what you love most. Flexible scheduling to meet your needs, and we are right here in Scottsbluff and Gearing to serve you. Katie and Shelley are across from Walgreens on West 27th Street and next to Fresh Foods in Gearing. Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness, delivering the treatment you need and the care you deserve.
At Team GMC, we promise you cannot buy the wrong vehicle. We want our customers to feel confident in their purchase decision. Most vehicles come with a 7-day, 500-mile, no questions asked guarantee. That's right. Most vehicle purchases come with a 7-day, 500-mile, no questions asked guarantee. Team GMC. No games, no gimmicks. You just can't buy the wrong vehicle. Team GMC in Scottsbluff. Shop online right now at teamautocenter.net. GMC, we are professional grade.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Monument Physical Therapy in Gearing offers the Bumps and Bruises program, offering 1 free consultation and 1 free follow-up for all area athletes. Monument Physical Therapy in Gearing. Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium. It's Caden Edwards back out there again for his 7th inning of work in a game that has been scoreless thus far. First pitch of the inning is chopped down the third base line, but foul. It'll be Gage Ninnis, Johnny McHenry, and Hayden Driggs for the Spearfish Sasquatch. And the top of the 7th inning, they have mustered only 2 hits in this one. Those were back-to-back singles in the 5th inning from Zachary Creeth and Hayden Silty. Silty, of course, came in and got a huge out for the Sasquatch to finish off the bottom of the 6th inning. As Ninnis will look to get something going here. He's 0 for 2 in this one. And that curveball's fouled back. Nice off-speed pitch there from Edwards as he's ahead of him quickly. No balls and 2 strikes. Ninnis comes into the day hitting .377 in 77 at-bats. He has 29 hits, 15 runs, 12 RBIs. He's also drawn 8 walks. And he rips that one to the left side off the glove of Mazzaferro, who goes into a dive and into left field. And for the first time tonight, the Spearfish Sasquatch have the leadoff man on. It's a single for Ninnis. And believe it or not, that is a 22-game hitting streak. So Ninnis has been one of the most consistent hitters for this Sasquatch team. That's reflective in his batting average as he'll reach base for the 3rd hit of the game. It'll be the shortstop Johnny McHenry for the Sasquatch with a runner on and no one out. He swings and misses at the first pitch changeup. Nice spot there from Edwards. Comes up empty, 0-1. McHenry's 0 for 2 in this one. He flew to center field, and he has struck out against Caden Edwards in this one. He went 1 for 4 in yesterday's win with a double and a run scored. That was off Carson Ohl. And he takes that pitch down the middle, no balls and 2 strikes. And McHenry's in a hole, 0-2. So back-to-back batters. Edwards has gotten ahead of 0-2. McHenry is from Sparks, Nevada, goes to Sarasota Community College. Comes into play with .307 batting average, playing in his 55th game of the season. He's driven in 34, has also scored 58 times. Comes the 0-2 delivery. That fastball, not a bad pitch, but misses off the edge of the plate. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Caden Edwards is a tough man to run off of. Not only is he a lefty, but he's really got a great move over to first base. And has done a nice job all season long of keeping runners honest. That and Tyler Davis behind home plate. Not a good recipe for success for base runners. Comes the 1-2 pitch to McHenry. That one's hit into right field. That's going to get down for a base hit. So consecutive 2-strike singles for the Spearfish Sasquatch. It was Gage Ninnis leading it off on a 0-2 count. Then Johnny McHenry on a 1-2 count. And so the Spearfish Sasquatch have as many hits in this inning as they had the rest of the game. And it's going to bring up the catcher, Hayden Driggs. We'll see if they might have a bunt play on. The Pioneers sure think they will. Cade McGee in on the grass at third base. Brian Webb in very deep on the grass over at first base. Mazzaferro and Nanias, of course, playing double play depth up the middle. As the Spearfish Sasquatch looking to get things going here in the top half of the 7th inning. Only the second time today, or actually the first time today they've had a runner in scoring position, because the last time the guy was thrown out going to third. He is showing bunt. He gets that one down, but it's foul. The Pioneers defense certainly all over that one. Now Driggs does not run well, so a bad bunt could certainly result in a double play. Although if he gets something down, the Pioneers really just need to get at least one out in this one. It'll be the center fielder Michael Dower due up next for the Spearfish Sasquatch. As Driggs, who drove in one of Spearfish's 2 runs last night, looking to get them on the board here. Edwards steps off, not sure who called time there. Driggs comes from Madera, California. He goes to St. Mary's College. Comes into the day with a .271 batting average in 36 games. Comes the 0-1 delivery, showing bunt again. That one's popped up, but it'll get out of play. And the Pioneers fans letting whoever dropped that foul ball hear it. The count is 0-2. Corners are still in, possibly expecting a bunt, 0-2, but we'll see if that's the case here from Driggs. Remember, the Spearfish Sasquatch have led off this inning with 2 consecutive 2-strike hits. Here comes the 0-2 delivery, not bunting, and that ball's fouled off. Not a bad swing there from Driggs. And the count will remain at 0 balls and 2 strikes. Driggs went 1 for 3 in yesterday's game. As I mentioned before, drove in one of the 2 runs. That was on a line drive to right center field following McHenry's double off of Carson Knoll. He also drew a walk in the game. He's driven in 21 runs on the season. He's also scored 23 times, so look to add to that total here. Here comes the 0-2 delivery from Caden Edwards. An off-speed pitch in the dirt, but a nice job from the catcher Davis to keep that one in front. The count goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. There is action in the Spearfish bullpen. No action yet in the Pioneers bullpen, although it does look like Paul Panduro is slowly making his way down that left field line. Here comes the 1-2 delivery from Edwards on its way to Driggs. Swung on and missed, and a big strikeout there for Edwards. He needed that one. First out of the inning for the Pioneers. And it's going to bring up Michael Dower. Dower's 0 for 2 in this one. He lined out softly to the first baseman Webb in the second. He was then struck out looking in the 5th inning. He had the first RBI of the game for the Spearfish Sasquatch yesterday, with a base hit into center field. He'll look to get the first RBI of this one as well. First and second, 1 down. Fastball gets the corner on the inside. Nice pitch there from Edwards, and it's 0-1 to the 6-foot outfielder.
This will be our last inning for the K-Man.
No balls, 1 strike. Edwards getting ready to get back into his delivery. Slide step, that one's grounded to the right side and foul into the Spearfish dugout. No balls and 2 strikes. So Caden Edwards has 7 strikeouts in this one. As he'll look for number 8 here. No balls and 2 strikes to Michael Dower. Into his motion. That one's popped up. Left side should be playable for McGee, and he makes the catch right at the railing. So the dimensions playing just enough in the Pioneers' favor there to get the out, as there will be 2 down. So after the first 2 batters of the inning found their way on via the base hit, Edwards has then set down the next 2. It'll be the first baseman, Zachary Creeth, due up. He's 1 for 2 in this one. Struck out his first time up. Hit a single his second time up in the 5th, and then was thrown out trying to go to third base on a Hayden Silty base hit. That was Alex Zerfis throwing him out. First pitch from Edwards, up and in, just missed hitting him. Creeth lucky to get out of the way of that one. You said Edwards has 7 strikeouts thus far. Most strikeouts that he has had in a game this season is 9. That came in only 4 2/3 inning of work back on June 10th against Casper Horseheads. That fastball gets the outside part of the plate. A ball and a strike to Creeth. Edwards just 2-2 on this season, but he is pitching, starting his 11th game. He's also pitching in his 12th game. Came out of the bullpen once. Here comes the 1-1 delivery. That one swung on and missed from Creeth. 1 ball, 2 strikes. So Caden Edwards battling all the way back. He's just 1 pitch away from getting out of this. After running into some trouble early in the inning. As this Pioneers crowd getting into it now. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 on, 2 out. Top of the 7th inning. Here comes the pitch to Caden Edwards. Swung on and missed. He got him. Caden Edwards fired up as he gets off the mound. That is 7 shutout innings of work. After giving up consecutive base hits to start the inning, he comes all the way back and sets down 3 consecutive batters, including 2 strikeouts. And we are going to the bottom of the 7th inning. This game is still scoreless. As we take a short break, you're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
Hydrotex Lubrication is an industry leader in high-performance motor oils, greases, and fuel improvers. Hydrotex's main priorities are to provide the best products and the most efficient and reliable service to fit the customer's application needs. For more information on how Hydrotex can help you, call Phil and Nick at 308-635-8162. Stop into our new showroom at 2860 Holiday Park Drive in Gearing and see the products and services they offer, as well as purchase any products that you need.
Now is the time to get all your school spirit gear, and the place to get everything you need is Logos in Gearing. School spirit is what they do at Logos. Whether you're a bulldog, a bearcat, or a tiger, they've got everything you need, from sweats to hats and, of course, t-shirts and sweatshirts. Need something for the entire team? Stop into Logos, and the guys will custom design it, print it, and have it ready for the game. There is no job too big or small for Logos. Logos in downtown Gearing.
This time of year, fairs, festivals, fireworks, and food bring us together as a community. This is Doug Kaus, commercial lender and Nebraska market president at Western States Bank. As a bank, we've been part of this community for over 3 decades. Whether you've lived here your whole life or just arrived, we invite you to stop in and meet with one of our lenders. We're here to help you succeed and reach your dreams. As a community, we truly are better together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 459287.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Russell's Automotive, your family-owned go-to for all your quality automotive repair needs. Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium. It'll be Jared Mazzaferro leading it off for the Pioneers in the bottom of the 7th inning of a 0-0 game. It'll be Brian Webb and Tyler Davis to hit after him. And that curveball bends not into the zone. Count remains at 1 ball and a strike. It's Hayden Silty back out there for the Sasquatch after he struck out Jake English looking with the bases loaded and 2 outs to end the 6th inning. Coming in and getting a huge out back out there again as he gets the foul ball from Mazzaferro, ball and 2 strikes. Mazzaferro has the only hit of the game thus far for the Pioneers. That was a single back in the 2nd inning off starter Nico Saldias. He led off the 5th inning with a ground out to second base. Here comes the 1-2 pitch. And just misses down in the zone. A nice eye there from Mazzaferro. Silty wanted it, but the home plate ump, George Tyree, not giving it to him. So we'll do it again. 2 balls, 2 strikes, no out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. On the way to Mazzaferro. That one gets the corner. Nice off-speed pitch. And it's strike 3 looking. So Silty has now struck out both batters he's faced looking. Mazzaferro, the latest victim. He's now 1 for 3 in this game, and it's going to bring up the first baseman, Brian Webb. Brian Webb 0 for 2 in this one. He popped out to third, and really what was the best scoring chance of the game for the Pioneers with runners on first and third and 1 out. That was in the 2nd inning as he fouls the first pitch off, 0-1. He then flew out routinely to the right fielder, Van Doren, his last time up. That coming against the starter Nico Saldias as well, getting his first look at Silty here. Shows bunt, and that one just fell. Not a bad idea, as the third baseman Backman was playing back there. No pun intended. But we'll do it again. No balls and 2 strikes to Webb. Just trying to get something going any way that he can for a Pioneers offense that has struggled to begin the postseason. Although they've been lucky tonight, Caden Edwards has been magnificent, going 7 shutout innings in the 0-0 game. Here comes the 0-2 pitch to Webb. Fastball up and away. 1 ball and 2 strikes. Webb was hitting 196 before going 0 for 2 so far in this one. Comes the 1-2 pitch to him. That one just reaching out, staying alive there as he fouls that one off. His last game at the plate came on August 7th against the Casper Horseheads in an 8-2 Pioneers win. He went 0 for 3 in that game. Before that, he had a hit in 4 at-bats, including a double against the Fremont Moo as he fouls that 1-2 pitch off. We're going to do it again, 1 ball and 2 strikes. We mentioned before, Webb threw a complete game against Casper. That came on August 6th, the second to last game of the season. So Webb not available out of the bullpen for the Pioneers tonight. Here comes the 1-2 delivery from Silty. That one's hit softly. This one has a chance to get down, but the shortstop's out, and McHenry makes a nice play, ranging a long way to get to that one. Webb almost blooped one in there to left field. By the way, it's Zachary Kreef, who was the first baseman, now into left field, as Silty, who began the game in left field, on the mound. So 2 quick outs here in the bottom of the 7th inning, a strikeout and a pop-out. And it's going to be left up to the 8-hitter Tyler Davis to get things going for the Pioneers. Davis is 0 for 2 in this one. He's popped to third and grounded to short. And he hits the first one he sees. That one's hit well into right center field. Center fielder can't find it, and it's going to get all the way to the wall. The right fielder Van Doren back. Davis is on his way to third base. He thinks better of it. And a smart decision, especially after yesterday's game, but a huge double there from Tyler Davis. And the Pioneers have a runner in scoring position here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Their first extra base hit of the game. So Davis certainly hit that one well, but the center fielder, Michael Dower, just losing it in the lights as he might have had a play on it. And for the second straight day, the Sasquatch outfield really having trouble finding the ball in these lights. You know, you understood it a little bit more yesterday with the left fielder Silty, who's really a pitcher. But Michael Dower in there just about every day in center field. He just lost that one, as it's going to bring up the 9-hitter Antonio Nanez. So Davis doubles the hit total for the Pioneers. They're now at 2 for the game, as Antonio Nanez is a single away from giving the Pioneers the first lead of the game. He struck out in the 3rd and grounded out to the first baseman in the 6th. And the first pitch he sees, a fastball, gets the bottom of the zone. No balls and a strike to Nanez. Nanez known more for his defense usually, but he has had a good season at the plate, coming into the day hitting .294 for this Pioneers offense. He's driven in 3. He's also walked 10 times for a .467 on-base percentage. And he grounds that one back up the middle. That's going to be a base hit into center field. And the Pioneers are going to come out on top early. Antonio Nanez drives home Tyler Davis with a single into center field, and the Pioneers lead this one 1-0. So only his 4th run batted in on the season, but a huge hit for Antonio Nanez as he chases Tyler Davis home. It's 1-0 Western Nebraska. So that 2-out double proves costly for the Spearfish Sasquatch, as the Pioneers, with the first run of the game, drawing first blood in the bottom of the 7th. Here's Eric Smelko. He lays down a bunt, but the pitcher Silty right there to pick it up. He'll throw him out. Throw took him off the bag, but the tag is applied. So the inning is over, but the Pioneers strike first, thanks to a 2-out double from Tyler Davis and then an RBI single from Antonio Nanez. Pioneers getting production from their 8 and 9 hitters. We head to the top of the 8th inning. Pios lead this one for the first time today, 1-0.
Whether you're beginning to look for your first home or your fourth, getting pre-qualified for a mortgage loan could make your home search more efficient and effective. Getting pre-qualified could give you the peace of mind that comes with preparation and knowing where you stand. Better yet, pre-qualification is free and comes with no obligation. Call Jennifer at Castle & Cook Mortgage at 308-220-0503 to get started today.
Castle & Cook Mortgage, LLC, NMLS ID 1251. Jennifer Brianne Urdialis, loan originator, NMLS ID 1059626. This is not a commitment to make a loan. Not all who apply will qualify. Equal housing lender.
Be the envy of the neighborhood with the new Green Mountain Grill from High Plains Spas and Recreation. In addition to Green Mountain Grills, High Plains Spas and Recreation also has the pellets, cooking spices, rib racks, smoking shelves, covers, and other accessories, as well as replacement parts. If they don't have what you need, they could get it. Yep, get a Green Mountain Grill and be that neighbor that's always admired for the wonderful, yummy barbecue smells. High Plains Spas and Recreation, open 9 to 5, Monday through Friday, 1725 East Overland in Scottsbluff.
Byers Realty has been helping people in the community find their dream home since 1994. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, our friendly team will put in the work to reach the finish line. We also do property management for buildings in Scottsbluff, Gering, and beyond. You can find an extensive list of our properties by visiting our website at callbyersrealty.com or visit us at our Scottsbluff offices on Avenue B, next to Bumper to Bumper. Panhandle's best, Byers Realty. Community strong, community proud. We have what you're looking for.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Contact Jennifer Urdialis, your local 5-star lender with Castle & Cook Mortgage. For a simple, friendly, and fast loan process for your home purchase or refinance, contact Jennifer today, Castle & Cook Mortgage. The key to your castle. Caden Edwards back out there again for the Pioneers, and why not? He's been dominant today, 7 shutout innings. As he'll pitch with the lead for the first time all night. Antonio Nanez came huge for the Pioneers at the bottom of the 7th inning with a 2-out RBI single that chased Tyler Davis home. And Edwards coming into the inning with 97 pitches on the day. So we'll certainly keep an eye out on that Pioneers bullpen. Not anything going on over there right now. Here comes the 2-0 delivery. That one's good for strike 1. Two balls and 1 strike. That one's grounded to the left side, but foul. So that's the 4th pitch of the inning and the 101st pitch of the game so far for Caden Edwards. Back out there again, pitching with a lead for the first time. The 2-2 is hit to right center field. This should be playable for Zerfis. He's going back to the wall. He's not going to get it. That one bounces up against the wall. He's on his way to second. He's headed to third base. There's a throw not nearly in time. A leadoff triple for Hayden Silty. Hayden Silty, help yourself out after giving up the lead. And the bottom of the 7th starts off the inning with a triple here in the top of the 8th inning. That's his 2nd hit of the game. And the first extra base hit that Caden Edwards has given up all night. So the Sasquatch threatening and Antonio Garcia out from the dugout. We'll see if this is it for Caden Edwards. He's at 103 pitches on the night. Hasn't made the move to the pen quite yet. Now here he does as Caden Edwards' night is done. Not the ending he was hoping for with the triple, but what an absolutely dominant outing for Caden Edwards. Going 7 innings plus, striking out 8 Sasquatch batters. And Caden Edwards, when the lights were brightest, he came through for the Pioneers. And it's going to be Cade McGee now for the Pioneers as he'll look to get out of a jam in the top of the 8th inning. We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back with Pioneers baseball in the top of the 8th inning. Your Pios lead this one 1-0.
You can take the trailer out of Texas, but you can't take the Texas out of the trailer. PJ Trailers are built in Texas with the same attention to detail to hold up to the hardworking professional using them. Ryan's Welding and Trailer Sales in Scottsbluff is your authorized PJ Trailer dealer with a wide variety of sizes. ATV trailers, car haulers, equipment trailers, tilt deck, and gooseneck trailers. Ryan's is also a full-service welding shop. Stop by 1110 Avenue B in Scottsbluff or call 308-575-0710.
Inventory, supply demand, marketing, human resources. It takes a lot to manage your business. But when your team includes the professionals at E&H CPAs and Management Consultants PC, the burden is lightened because you know the accounting, tax planning, valuation services, even litigation support, and exit planning are taken care of. Troy Hilliard, Seth Cobalt, and Lindsay Matthews bring years of experience in guiding your business. E&H CPAs and Management Consultants PC, 2021 Broadway, innovative, trusted, proven.
Need a new scale or service to your existing scale? Then this is for you. B&B Valley Scale Service has expanded to serve you better with their new location in Gering, Nebraska. B&B Valley Scales and Service is a fully certified scale company and can service anything from your small scale to your large scale. And if you need a new scale, they do that too. Give B&B Valley Scale Service and Sales a call at 308-635-3981. And if you're hearing this commercial, you're in their service area. That's B&B Valley Scale Service and Sales in Sydney and now in Gering.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium as we missed a pitch during the end of that commercial break, and it was an important one. A chopper back to the mound fielded by McGee. He threw out Vollmer for the first out of the inning. That did not advance the runner Sealty and allow him to score. Pioneers have their infield in. It's the 9-hitter Jack Van Doren who has struck out and grounded out in this one. Cade McGee needs a strikeout in the biggest way here. Sealty led off the inning with a triple before Vollmer grounded out back to the mound. Here comes the 1-0 delivery. That one is just down. 2 balls and no strikes. So remember, Van Doren, normally a pitcher, but so is Sealty. And he swings and misses at this one. 2 balls and a strike, and this Pioneers crowd is certainly loud in this one. What an exciting game we've had at Oregon Trail Park Stadium. We're in the top of the 8th inning. Pios lead this one 1-0. And a foul ball there. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the 9-hitter Van Doren. And McGee is 1 strike away from a king-sized out. He's into his motion. Here comes the 2-2. Grounded to the left side. Play down the left field line from Nanez. Throws to first. The umpire says he didn't tag him. Antonio Garcia and the Pios bench cannot believe it. Nanez made a diving play and applied the tag. He was called safe. Now it looks like it might be a foul ball, as we're not sure what's going on here after that play. It looked like it was in fair territory. Nanez made a diving play and applied the tag on the runner at third, Sealty. Van Doren made his way to first base. It looked like Nanez might have applied the tag. They call him safe at third base, so a fair ball, and that might have been a blown call there. Nanez making an unbelievable play, and that Pios dugout, while obviously biased, was right on top of it, and they couldn't believe it. So score that, an infield single for the 9-hitter Van Doren. Sealty not able to advance. It's first and third, 1 out, and the Spearfish Sasquatch will get the top of the order. And Ryan Backman up in the 8th inning, and this game just keeps getting crazier. Cade McGee has to get out of a first and third, 1 out jam. Here he is to Backman. The first pitch of the at-bat is fouled off to the right side. No balls and a strike after Backman. It's the 2-hitter Gage Ninnis due up for the Spearfish Sasquatch as they try to tie this one up at 1. Remember, the Pioneers came out in front in the bottom of the 7th thanks to an Antonio Nanez RBI base hit. Comes the 0-1 delivery from McGee. Fouled off to the backstop. 0-2 to the leadoff man, Backman. Ryan Backman came into the game with a .280 average on the season. This is his 59th start in 65 games for Spearfish. He's driven in 40 runs. He's scored 49 times, has 58 hits, 46 walks. He has been a huge piece of this Sasquatch offense. And he looks to show why in Game 2 of the Clark Division Series. Pioneers crowd getting loud. No balls, 2 strikes. Comes the pitch to Backman. Fastball up in the zone. But Backman won't chase 1 ball and 2 strikes. McGee throwing real hard right now as he tried to get the strikeout there. He comes into this one in the 3-3 record, 2.36 ERA. It's his 17th appearance. He has 6 saves and 19 innings of work, 22 strikeouts, allowed only 7 walks and 13 hits. We get ready for another 1-2 pitch. Off-speed pitch fouled off to the left side. And a nice job by the leadoff man, Backman, just to stay in this at-bat. The last time McGee pitched came back on August 1st in a 5-4 loss against Canyon County Spuds. He went 1 inning, gave up 2 earned runs. That was on a 2-run home run. Also walked a batter in the inning. We get ready to do the 1-2 pitch again. Runners on the corners. 1 man down. Here comes the pitch to Backman. And fastball just misses off the outside part of the plate. That'll get this Pios crowd even more into it than they already were. They certainly wanted that call. So did Cade McGee. As he asked where that pitch missed, he asked if it was down. George Tyree says it missed outside. So 2 balls and 2 strikes to Backman. This is one of the biggest at-bats of the night. Silty off third, Van Doren off first with 1 out here in the top of the 8th inning. Here comes the 2-2 delivery. That one's chopped to the second baseman. It's bobbled by Rutz. He's going to throw to first, and he throws it away. That'll score a run. It's going to move Van Doren over to third. It's going to move Backman to second, and this game is tied. So Cade McGee got the double play ball on a chopping ground ball to the second baseman, Rutz. That one took a bad hop, got him in the chest. He didn't give up on the play, tried to throw the runner out at first base, but just rushed it too much, and a really unfortunate break for the Western Nebraska Pioneers. As the Spearfish Sasquatch bring in their first run of the game, that'll tie it at 1. Van Doren moves up to third, Backman moves to second, and it'll now be the 2-hitter Gage Ninnis. And the Sasquatch will now look to come ahead in this one. Tyler Davis taking a quick trip out to the mound. He'll try to calm down his pitcher. Unbelievable there. Score that an E4, a double E4, the fielding error and then the throwing error. He will get credit for the RBI, as that likely would have been a fielder's choice, but no hit for Backman. Here comes the first pitch of the at-bat to Ninnis. It's a fastball up and away for ball 1. Ninnis comes from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. 5'11", bats righty, throws righty, goes to Northern Oklahoma at Enid. Comes the 1-0 pitch to him. That fastball misses off the outside corner. 2 balls and no strikes. Ninnis comes into the day hitting .377 in his 22nd game. He's driven in 12 runs. The Pioneers playing their infield in as expected in a tie game late. Here comes the 2-0 delivery. And a big swing, and that one's fouled off. Like that one got the umpire a bit, so Tyler Davis with good baseball etiquette there. He'll walk that one out to his pitcher McGee, giving the home plate ump George Tyree a minute to catch his breath. After Ninnis, it'll be the 3-hitter Johnny McHenry. It's a switch hitter. He's taking his AB from the left side of the plate, assuming he faces McGee. Here comes the 2-1 pitch to Ninnis with runners on second and third and 1 out. That one's hit down the right field line, but foul. And the count is 2 balls and 2 strikes. So McGee could really use a strikeout here. Pioneers outfield relatively shallow as well. Walden in left, Smelko in center, Zerfus in right. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here comes the pitch from McGee as that one's hit into right field. That one's falling fast. Zerfus slides and he can't make the catch. That's going to score Van Doren. Backman has to stop at third base, but a go-ahead base hit from the 2-hitter Gage Ninnis. And after the Pioneers took a 1-0 lead in the bottom of the 7th inning, the Spearfish Sasquatch put up a 2-spot in the top of the 8th inning. An unbelievable effort from the right fielder Alex Zerfus. But he came up just short. I think even if he caught that ball, it would have been deep enough for a sacrifice fly, especially since he slid. So Van Doren would have scored regardless. But instead, it's an RBI base hit for Ninnis, his first hit of the night. As it'll bring up the 3-hitter McHenry, and Spearfish isn't done yet. First and third, 1 man out. Here comes the pitch, a big swing and a miss there. McGee threw that fastball right by him. So Spearfish now lead this game by a score of 2-1. In the top of the 8th inning, Pioneers will have at least 2 more at-bats. Try to get back in this one. Although first they have to get out of the inning. Backman leads off third. Ninnis off first. Here comes the 0-1 delivery to McHenry. Is that one? Nice off-speed pitch on the outside corner is good for strike 2. McHenry's 1 for 3 in this game. He flew out to center his first time up, struck out his second time up in the 4th, and then singled, but was stranded there. That came just an inning ago in the 7th. It'll be Hayden Driggs, the catcher, due up next for this Sasquatch offense. Here comes the 0-2 delivery from McGee. That one's inside, just missed hitting him. Just gets out of the way there. A ball and 2 strikes to McHenry. McHenry comes from Sparks, Nevada, goes to Cerro Soso Community College. He steps into the box. Here comes the 1-2 delivery from Cade McGee to pitch. And a foul ball. Looks like he got off his shin as he on the floor there. He's going to run to his dugout, just try to stretch out whatever that was. As he's limping, it looks like he got himself on that front leg there. He throws the helmet down. He looks like he's in quite a bit of discomfort. McHenry tries to walk this one off. The trainer, Mallory Morrell, will come out for a quick look, but before she can make it, she will head back towards that Pioneers dugout. McHenry back into the box now. So the count will remain at a ball and 2 strikes here in the top of the 8th inning. Cade McGee looking to get a huge out from the lone all-star left in this starting lineup for the Spearfish Sasquatch. Runners on the corners, 1 down, a 1-2 pitch on its way from Cade McGee to Johnny McHenry. Here it comes. That one's popped up a mile high. It should stay in the infield. Mazzaferro's back. He's under it. That ball is caught over the shoulder, but coming in to tag is Backman, the play, and he's safe at the plate. So Mazzaferro goes back and catching it over his shoulder. I'm not sure why the center fielder, Eric Smelko, didn't call him off. He might not have even gone, as that ball was hit so shallow to center field. But instead, it's a sacrifice fly and an RBI for McHenry. That'll bring Backman home with the 3rd run of the inning for the Spearfish Sasquatch. And they now lead this one 3-1. It's going to bring up the catcher, Hayden Driggs. So after the Pioneers striking first late in the bottom of the 7th inning, Spearfish answering right back with 3 runs of their own. Comes the 0-0 pitch to Driggs. Is a good curveball. That's going to get the outside part of the plate. No balls and a strike. Hayden Driggs comes from Madera, California, goes to St. Mary's College. Was 1 for 3 in last night's game. He's 0 for 3 in tonight's game with a strikeout as he bats with the runner on first and 2 down. Here comes the pitch. That fastball not missing close. So the count is even at a ball and a strike. No action in that Pioneers bullpen. There is action over on the Spearfish side, as we'll see whether or not Silty is back out there again in the bottom of the 8th inning. Here comes the 1-1 pitch from McGee. That one is, take a huge swing there from Driggs, a towering fly ball, but that's going to get well out of play, as he took a huge swing there. Could not have been much earlier on that fastball. Driggs has 1 home run on the season, 8 doubles. He's driven 21 runs in, coming into the game with a .271 batting average and a .430 on base percentage. If he can keep the inning going, it would be the center fielder Michael Doert due up next for the Sasquatch. Here comes the 1-2 delivery. A nice curveball. Called strike 3, and Cade McGee's out of the inning, but not before the Spearfish Sasquatch come out with 3 runs in the inning. Hayden Silty let it off with a triple. He then scored. Jack Van Doren with an RBI and a run scored. Ryan Backman had an RBI on the E4 and then would come around to score on the base hit from Ninnis. And McHenry with the RBI sac fly. So 3 runs in the inning. As we head to the bottom of the 8th inning, the Pioneers trail this one 3-1.
Life doesn't stop because of an accident or injury, and you have a choice of who you see, and that choice begins at Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness. With 2 convenient locations, Katie and Shelley will guide your healing and develop a program for your recovery. Our team is here to treat your orthopedic, sports, and work injuries, accidents, and pre- and post surgeries. Elite Physical Therapy in Gearing next to Fresh Foods and in Scottsbluff across from Walgreens. Life is great. Physical therapy makes it better.
Drive happy this summer with auto insurance from J.G. Elliott. Hi, I'm Lila Nash, and when you choose J.G. Elliott as your auto insurance provider, you'll get a variety of options and deductibles, including car rental coverage and customized equipment coverage, so you can get on the road without the worry. If a new boat, motorcycle, RV, or ATV is part of your summer plan, we can insure that too. Plus, you can bundle your vehicle and home insurance to save even more. J.G. Elliott has insurance coverage for all your summer adventures. J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
At Team GMC, we promise one low price, plain and simple, always. We put our very best price on all our vehicles 365 days a year. Not only can you see the prices, but so can our competition, so you know they're good. Come on in and experience the difference at Team GMC. No games, no gimmicks, just one low price, plain and simple, always. Team GMC in Scottsbluff. Shop online right now at teamautocenter.net. GMC, we are professional grade.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Floyd's Truck Center, your commercial, farm, and feed truck center. And I'll stop that ad as Caden McGee drills the first pitch of the inning down the left field line. This is going to be extra bases. No, he slips going around first base. And a tough break for the Pioneers. McGee had a certain stand-up double, but he slipped going around first base. So the leadoff man is on for the Pioneers, but he'll have to stick at first base. As I was saying, Floyd's Truck Center, your commercial, farm, and feed truck center, representing Freightliner, Western Star, and Harsh. 322 South Beltline Highway East in Scotts Bluff. So Cade McGee gets the Pioneers started with a base hit in the bottom of the 8th inning after he saw his team give up a 1-0 lead. They trail this one 3-1. And it's now going to be the 3-hitter Alex Zerfis, who's 0 for 2 with a walk in this one, as the Pioneers will look to get back into this game. Walked and was stranded his last time. That pitch just misses down, a ball and no strikes. Silty back out there again for the Spearfish Sasquatch. Alex Zerfis, the freshman from Gonzaga, came in hitting .308. He's got 14 runs batted in on the season, a .436 on base percentage. Swings through that pitch, 1 ball and 1 strike rather. He also has 7 extra base hits on the season, 6 doubles and a home run. Pioneers sure could use an extra base hit right here as they find themselves trailing by 2 in the bottom of the 8th inning of Game 2 of the Clark Division Series. Silty back out there on the mound. Here comes his 1-1 pitch. Fastball up in the zone. 2 balls and a strike to Zerfis. Pioneers crowd is still doing a good job staying in this one, despite seeing their team give up a lead in the top of the 8th inning. Those runs were against Cade McGee, but certainly did not have a ton of help from his defense in that inning. Comes the 2-1 pitch on its way to Zerfis as a nice curveball there, swung on and missed. Probably chased ball 3 right there, but it'll be 2-2 nonetheless. JT Walden due up next for the Pioneers, as they had 2, 3, 4 to start this inning. The 2-batter doing his job. McGee found his way on base, as it's now up to the next 2 Gonzaga hitters, Zerfis and Walden, to keep things going for the Pios, who have been held to just 4 hits and 1 run through 7 innings in this game. Silty back in his motion. He's ready to deliver the 2-2 pitch. Off speed, swung on and missed. And he gets the strikeout of Zerfis there. That's the second time that Alex Zerfis has been set down on strikes today. First time was against Nico Saldias in the 4th. Well, down 2 runs, tying run at the plate. No one you'd rather have up at the plate than the guy that leads your team in home runs. It's JT Walden, coming in with 5 home runs, 49 runs batted in the Home Run Derby champion for the 2021 Expedition League. And the Pioneers could use a home run in the worst way here, or at a minimum a base hit to keep this inning going. It will be the DH Jake English due up next for the Pioneers. Walden is 0 for 2 with a walk in this one. Swung at the first pitch he saw back in the second inning, flew out to center field. He then grounded out to the first baseman, who made the putout 3-1. That was in the fourth inning. And we're going to have a trip to the mound from the Spearfish coach. We might see a pitching change here, and we will. And why point to the bullpen when you don't have anyone in the bullpen? Instead, point to the right fielder. It's the lefty Jack Van Doren coming into the game. So with 1 on and 1 out, Spearfish opting to go with their lefty against the best lefty in this Pioneers lineup, maybe even in the whole Expedition League. As we're going to take a short break. When we come back, the Pioneers have a runner on with 1 man down in the bottom of the 8th inning. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
Fender bender, hailstorm, couldn't stop on the ice in time. After everyone is safe, Scottsbluff Body and Paint should be the first call you make. There isn't a better shop in the area. Our highly skilled team is experienced at performing all auto body repair and paint jobs. Stop by anytime and speak to one of our technicians, and we'll do a full inspection to show you just how little our repair services will cost you. Our work is not complete until your car is safe and you're on the road again. Call today, Scottsbluff Body and Paint, 225-6408.
You can take the trailer out of Texas, but you can't take the Texas out of the trailer. PJ Trailers are built in Texas with the same attention to detail to hold up to the hardworking professional using them. Ryan's Welding and Trailer Sales in Scottsbluff is your authorized PJ Trailer dealer with a wide variety of sizes. ATV trailers, car haulers, equipment trailers, tilt deck, and gooseneck trailers. Ryan's is also a full-service welding shop. Stop by 1110 Avenue B in Scottsbluff or call 308-575-0710.
Inventory, supply demand, marketing, human resources. It takes a lot to manage your business. But when your team includes the professionals at E&H CPAs and Management Consultants PC, the burden is lightened because you know the accounting, tax planning, valuation services, even litigation support, and exit planning are taken care of. Troy Hilliard, Seth Cobalt, and Lindsay Matthews bring years of experience in guiding your business. E&H CPAs and Management Consultants PC, 2021 Broadway, innovative, trusted, proven.
Need a new scale or service to your existing scale? Then this is for you. B&B Valley Scale Service has expanded to serve you better with their new location in Gering, Nebraska. B&B Valley Scales and Service is a fully certified scale company and can service anything from your small scale to your large scale. And if you need a new scale, they do that too. Give B&B Valley Scale Service and Sales a call at 308-635-3981. And if you're hearing this commercial, you're in their service area. That's B&B Valley Scale Service and Sales in Sydney and now in Gary.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome you back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium. It's JT Walden. Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium. It's JT Walden for the Western Nebraska Pioneers as he takes ball 1 down. As he will face Jack Van Doren, who started the game in right field. We saw Van Doren last night. In that outing, he went 2 innings, not giving up a run, only 1 hit, also struck out 2. Although JT Walden did not have the at-bat against Van Doren last night. And he'll take a look over at first base, but nothing going on from McGee. Probably not a smart situation to run if you're the Pioneers down 2 in this game, especially with a lefty who has a good move out there on the mound. Van Doren has a 4-0 record on the season, a 3.68 ERA in 23 games. He has 1 save. He's pitched 44 innings and has struck out 48 batters in those 44 innings. Has allowed 22 walks and 44 base hits. Here comes the 1-0 pitch to Pioneer slugger JT Walden. He hits that one to right field, but it's going to be perfectly playable. And 2 hands are used to catch that fly ball. So JT Walden getting into it. Pioneers fans thought he might have had that one. I think I did too at first. But he just got that one too much off the end of the bat. So that's going to be the second out of this 8th inning. Score that an F9. Not sure who the Sasquatch subbed into right field. We'll let you guys know when we get that information. And it's going to be Kellen Rutz pinch hitting for Jake English. In this one, Rutz got the start in yesterday's game as he takes strike one. So interesting move putting in the lefty to face the lefty, something you certainly don't see every day. English was 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts and a walk in the game. Kellen Rutz got the start at second base in yesterday's game. He was 0 for 3 with a pair of strikeouts. Here he is against Van Doren, ready to see an 0-1 pitch here. That one just misses low and outside. The count's even at 1-1. Rutz comes from Kennewick, Washington. Bats lefty, throws righty. Goes to Yakima Valley College as a 5'10" freshman who comes into play with a .255 average, playing his 40th game of the season for the Pioneers. As he'll wait for the 1-1 pitch. Here it comes. That one's hit up the middle. That's going to be a base hit in the center field. So the move to the pinch hitter working there for head coach Antonio Garcia as Kellen Rutz has his first hit of the postseason. It was a 1-1 pitch as he hits a line drive single into center field. That is his 29th base hit of the season. Make him 1 for 1 in this one. It's going to bring up the all-star shortstop Jared Mazzaferro. And the Pioneers down but not out here in the bottom of the 8th inning. Mazzaferro had the first hit of the game for the Pioneers. He's 1 for 3, has grounded out and struck out looking since then. Has 24 RBIs and 133 at-bats to this point. He got out in his only at-bat against Van Doren last night. A little cue shot foul ball to the first baseman, Ty Volmer there, so no balls and a strike to Mazzaferro, who leads this Pioneers team in batting average. Came into the day at .346, probably just a shade under that now as he's gone 1 for 3. Has only struck out 33 times in 133 at-bats, but has also only drawn 14 walks in 133 at-bats. Although that OBP, a cool 100 points above his batting average at .446 is where it stands. Slugging percentage at .451. That .897 OPS, good for a team lead. No balls and a strike. Here comes the 0-1 delivery to Mazzaferro, and he swings and misses. He got tied up. That curveball looked like it had a chance to hit him, and not a good swing there for Mazzaferro, who was likely sitting dead red on that 0-1 pitch. Instead, it's going to be no balls and 2 strikes. Mazzaferro has some pop in that bat. 11 extra base hits on the season, 8 for doubles, 3 for triples. We saw him hit a double that short hopped the wall in right center field against Casper. That was the last game of the regular season. For the Pioneers, probably the furthest ball Mazzaferro hit all season long. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. That one's hit well into center field. Doer's back. He's back, and he makes the catch at the warning track. Mazzaferro hit that one a long way. But the Pioneers are turned away as Van Doren is able to get out of the jam for the Spearfish Sasquatch, inducing the fly ball out from Mazzaferro. We head to the top of the 9th inning in Gearing, Nebraska. Your Pioneers trail this one 3-1.
Life doesn't stop because of an accident or injury, and you have a choice of who you see, and that choice begins at Elite Physical Therapy and Wellness. With 2 convenient locations, Katie and Shelley will guide your healing and develop a program for your recovery. Our team is here to treat your orthopedic, sports, and work injuries, accidents, and pre- and post surgeries. Elite Physical Therapy in Gearing next to Fresh Foods and in Scottsbluff across from Walgreens. Life is great. Physical therapy makes it better.
Drive happy this summer with auto insurance from J.G. Elliott. Hi, I'm Lila Nash, and when you choose J.G. Elliott as your auto insurance provider, you'll get a variety of options and deductibles, including car rental coverage and customized equipment coverage, so you can get on the road without the worry. If a new boat, motorcycle, RV, or ATV is part of your summer plan, we can insure that too. Plus, you can bundle your vehicle and home insurance to save even more. J.G. Elliott has insurance coverage for all your summer adventures. J.G. Elliott Insurance Center, a Platte Valley company.
At Team GMC, we promise one low price, plain and simple, always. We put our very best price on all our vehicles 365 days a year. Not only can you see the prices, but so can our competition, so you know they're good. Come on in and experience the difference at Team GMC. No games, no gimmicks, just one low price, plain and simple, always. Team GMC in Scottsbluff. Shop online right now at teamautocenter.net. GMC, we are professional grade.
KNEB 960 AM, and now on 100.3 FM.
Hydrotex is your lubrication solution partner, a member of the Holiday family of companies. Hydrotex is proud to support local athletes. We welcome you back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium in the top of the 9th of Game 2 of the 2021 Expedition League Clark Division Series, as it'll be Cade McGee back out there again for the Pioneers. That first pitch fastball misses nowhere close. Sasquatch have put up 3 runs on 7 hits in this one. They have not drawn a walk. And not only have they not drawn a walk, but they haven't had a 3-ball count all game. So credit to Caden Edwards and Caden McGee for throwing strikes, but my God, they have certainly been aggressive at the plate as well. Not only that, but 26 out of their 31 at-bats this game have gone to 2 strikes. So these Pioneer pitchers have really dominated these at-bats. So it's a big shame looking up at the scoreboard and seeing that they are down 3-1 as we enter play in the 9th inning. It's the center fielder Michael Doer with a 1-2 count leading off. Here comes the pitch from McGee, and he swings and misses at the fastball up in the zone. And just like McGee ended the last inning, he'll start off this inning with a punch-out. So it's going to bring up the first baseman, Zachary Creeth. Creeth is 1 for 3 in this one. He has had a single in the 5th, sandwiched by a couple of strikeouts. Those all 3 at-bats came against Caden Edwards, who again was just brilliant tonight, going 7 innings of 1-run ball. Of course, he gave up a triple to start the 8th inning. That run would come around to score when he was out of the game, but that run still charged to his total line. Another interesting fact on today's game, Spearfish has 7 hits, and 6 of 7, including the sac fly. So 7 of 8 of their most productive at-bats thus far have come with 2 strikes. So although this Pioneers team has done a great job of working ahead in the count, the Sasquatch team has been up to the task with 2 strikes. Big thank you to Trey Thomas, baseball operations intern with the Pioneers, who looks out for these stats all game long. We appreciate everything you do, Trey. As it'll be the pitching coach Trent Kiefer out to talk to his pitcher McGee. After that pitch missed nowhere close, 3 balls and no strikes. So I guess bad timing for me to have said that there were no 3-ball counts today, as the first one of the game for the Spearfish Sasquatch comes with 1 man out in the top of the 9th inning. As the umpire George Tyree will take a trip to the mound. Certainly a long discussion. Not sure what pitching coach Trent Kiefer's saying, possibly buying time for Brandon Haston it is, who's warming up down in that Pioneers bullpen. Might be buying time in case McGee gives up a base runner or 2 in the inning. Although he started off well, punching out Michael Doer quickly to start the top half of the 9th. Here we are, ready for baseball again. Here comes a 3-0 pitch. Fastball up in the zone, but called a strike. Looked like ball 4 from here, but Creeth didn't even think so, as he didn't move out of the box at all. And he'll take that 3-1 pitch down. So the first walk of the game for the Spearfish Sasquatch. It is Zachary Creeth. He's been on base 2 out of his 4 plate appearances thus far. So the first free pass given up from the Pioneers. Anytime you're giving up only 3 runs and walking 1, you certainly expect to look up on the scoreboard and see a lead, but not the case tonight for the Pioneers, who have mustered just 1 run in 17 innings in the playoffs against Spearfish. As the first pitch fastball to Hayden Silty misses, or rather a call to strike, a late call there from Tyree. After striking out his first time up, Silty singled in the 5th and then got Spearfish going in the 8th inning with a leadoff triple. Gotta love pitchers who can rake. Silty certainly raking today as he takes fastball on the outside corner, no balls and 2 strikes. After Silty, it'll be the 8-hitter Volmer, who's gone 0 for 3 in this one, still looking for his first hit of the season. As that 0-2 fastball thrown hard but out of the strike zone from McGee. Fastball misses there, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Silty. Silty began the game in left field, then came in to pitch before he was taken out from Van Doren in the middle of last inning. That fastball, nice spot on the outside corner, just misses by a hair. Great pitch from McGee, and George Tyree again is going to hear it from this Pioneers crowd. who have been all over this umpiring crew. I'd say all game, but it's really been all season. As these Pioneer fans eat, sleep, and breathe Pioneers baseball. Here comes a 2-2 pitch from McGee. Swung on and missed. Went right down the middle, but blew him away with a fastball there. So the second strikeout of the inning for McGee. The third of his night. He's now struck out Driggs, Doer, and now Silty, who is set down for the second time of the night. It's now going to be the kid that they call Big Country, Ty Volmer, out of the DH spot. As there was a little mix-up since the scoreboard said 1 out, but there were 2. Everything's cleared up now. So 2 outs and a runner on first base as Cade McGee looks to get out of this inning. Nothing and nothing to the 8-hitter Volmer. Here comes the first pitch. It's right down the middle. No balls and a strike. In the bottom of the 9th inning, it's going to be Brian Webb, Tyler Davis, and Antonio Nanez for the Pioneers as they look to keep this game at a 2-run deficit. That ball's grounded softly. Shortstop Mazzaferro coming in. He makes the throw. It's a good one over to first base. And Cade McGee and the Western Nebraska Pioneers get out of it despite giving up the 1-out walk. We head to the bottom of the 9th inning at Oregon Trail Park Stadium in Gearing, Nebraska. The Pioneers need at least 2 runs to keep their season alive. We'll take a short break. You're listening to Pioneers Baseball on KNEB.
Fender bender, hailstorm, couldn't stop on the ice in time? After everyone is safe, Scottsbluff Body and Paint should be the first call you make. There isn't a better shop in the area. Our highly skilled team is experienced at performing all auto body repair and paint jobs. Stop by anytime and speak to one of our technicians, and we'll do a full inspection to show you just how little our repair services will cost you. Our work is not complete until your car is safe and you're on the road again. Call today, Scottsbluff Body and Paint, 225-6408.
Hi, this is Shane from Scottsbluff Screen Printing and Embroidery. I would like to personally invite you to come out and enjoy this year's Old West Balloon Fest. Please bring the whole family to this amazing event. Scottsbluff Screen Printing will be at most of those events selling the official souvenir t-shirts. Please come see us and support this amazing event. You may check out their website for details on launches and various event locations at theoldwestballoonfest.com. Scottsbluff Screen Printing and Embroidery supporting the Old West Balloon Fest from downtown Scottsbluff.
For the ones who know that a little late is always too late, and that the clock doesn't stop just because you're missing a part, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. And our Keep Stock inventory management solutions help ensure you have the right stuff in the right place at exactly the right time. Visit Grainger.com/keepstock to learn more. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
We welcome you back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium in Gearing, Nebraska, as the Pioneers will hope that this is not the last time they come to bat in the 2021 season. Pioneers fans still into this game. It'll be Jack Van Doren back out there for the Sasquatch. We have the pinch hitter. It was supposed to be Brian Webb. We're going to have Jonathan Simrot instead, as he'll look to lead off the inning any way he can for the Pioneers. Simrot from San Jose, California, comes from the University of Kansas. He's been used as a pitcher and a hitter thus far. Comes the first pitch to him. That one just gets the outside corner. No balls and a strike. Simrot comes into this one hitting .241 on the season, playing in his 18th game. He has 13 hits, 4 runs scored, 11 RBIs, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts. He's also stolen a pair of bags. No at-bat bigger than this one here in Game 2 of the Division Series. Pioneers lost yesterday's game in Spearfish, South Dakota by a final score of 2-0. So they need to win 2 games in a row today and tomorrow to advance, although they are down to their final 3 outs in this one. They trail 3-1, but they are down but not out. We've seen this team come back plenty of times before as that changeup misses down, 2 balls and a strike. After Simrot, it'll be the 8-hitter Tyler Davis, who doubled and scored the only run of the game for the Pioneers thus far. That came back in the bottom of the 7th inning. Here comes Simrot. 2-1 pitch on its way. And that one gets the inside corner. 2 balls and 2 strikes. His last game at the plate came in the final game of the season on August 7th. Simrot went 1 for 4 with a run scored and 2 RBIs. He had 4 runs batted in and 2 runs scored in that 2-game series against Casper. So he brings a hot bat to the plate here for the Pios. Comes the 2-2 pitch from Van Doren. Change up. And misses low and outside. 3 balls and 2 strikes. So the Pioneers would love to get the leadoff man on here. I think that's an understatement. As their season hangs in the balance now, down 3-1 in the 9th. Comes a 3-2 count. Jack Van Doren on its way to Jonathan Simrot. Into his delivery and the pitch. Swung on and fouled. I think he fouled it off himself right there as we're going to do the 3-2 pitch again. Simrot just trying to stay alive there. Pitch seemed low, but you got to protect with 2 strikes. Simrot, a 6-foot freshman who's also had 8 games of pitching experience this year for the Pioneers. That includes 3 games on the hill. But in here getting his first at-bat of the postseason. He sat in yesterday's game. But looking to make the most out of his at-bat here. 3-2 pitch from Van Doren on its way to Simrot. Off-speed pitch, called strike 3 on the outside corner. And George Tyree is going to hear it again from these Pioneer fans. Although, to be fair, he's been calling that a strike all night long. What an excellent pitch from Van Doren. Just a beautiful curveball to set down Simrot. As that's going to be the first strikeout for Van Doren. The second strikeout, rather, and we're going to get a pitching change. As Van Doren is out, we are going to see the closer, Zach Creeth, who we saw last night. We're going to take a short break. You're listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB.
Fun facts about owning your own hot tub, courtesy of High Plains Spas and Recreation. Relaxing in your spa before bed helps soothe your aches and pains, allowing for a deeper, more rewarding sleep. Hot Spring Spas offers features like entertainment systems with Bluetooth capability, waterfalls, LED lighting, volcano jets, and more. Yes, sleeping like a baby is just one great reason, but there's plenty more. Stay tuned or stop into High Plains Spas and Recreation, where they sell fun. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, 1725 East Overland, Scottsbluff.
Fender bender, hailstorm, couldn't stop on the ice in time? After everyone is safe, Scottsbluff Body and Paint should be the first call you make. There isn't a better shop in the area. Our highly skilled team is experienced at performing all auto body repair and paint jobs. Stop by anytime and speak to one of our technicians, and we'll do a full inspection to show you just how little our repair services will cost you. Our work is not complete until your car is safe and you're on the road again. Call today, Scottsbluff Body and Paint, 225-6408.
Hi, this is Shane from Scottsbluff Screen Printing and Embroidery. I would like to personally invite you to come out and enjoy this year's Old West Balloon Fest. Please bring the whole family to this amazing event. Scottsbluff Screen Printing will be at most of those events selling the official souvenir t-shirts. Please come see us and support this amazing event. You may check out their website for details on launches and various event locations at theoldwestballoonfest.com. Scottsbluff Screen Printing and Embroidery, supporting the Old West Balloon Fest from downtown Scottsbluff.
For the ones who know that a little late is always too late, and that the clock doesn't stop just because you're missing a part, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. And our Keep Stock inventory management solutions help ensure you have the right stuff in the right place at exactly the right time. Visit Grainger.com/keepstock to learn more. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
KNEB 960 AM and now on 100.3 FM.
Welcome back to Oregon Trail Park Stadium. It's the Spearfish closer, Zachary Creeth, getting the ball after he saved a 2-0 game for the Sasquatch last night. Creeth features a hard fastball and some really dirty breaking stuff. As we saw in yesterday's game, came in, got himself into a little bit of trouble, but was able to get the save, finally getting John Ponder to ground out to the shortstop McHenry to end the game. He'll have Tyler Davis and Antonio Nanez to face. Davis doubled and scored the Pioneers' lone run in the bottom of the 7th inning. That came with 2 outs and no one on, as he'll look to find any way on base here, as that slider misses nowhere close, a ball and no strikes. So this Pioneers team has lived off of their hitting for a big chunk of the season. It has not been there in the playoffs thus far. 17 1/3 innings, just one run. Pitching's done a nice job limiting the damage too, but the bats really haven't been there, as that curveball just misses. That one looked like a strike, but a generous call for Tyler Davis from the home plate ump, George Tyree, so it's going to be 2 balls and no strikes to Davis. It'll be the 9-hitter Antonio Nanez on deck. Comes Creeth into his motion. The 2-0. That fastball is going to get the corner. 2 balls and a strike. Creeth went an inning in yesterday's game, giving up a hit and a walk. Also struck out a batter. That was JT Walden, getting a save, his 13th of the season. He comes into the game 3-0, 2.35 ERA in 27 games, 13 saves, as I said. 42 innings of work, 55 strikeouts to only 9 walks. So not hard to see why he's been so good this year, as Tyler Davis takes a huge swing at that 2-1 slider. Looked like ball 3, but he comes up empty, and the count's even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tyler Davis 1 for 3 in this one. Remember, Caden Edwards started this game for the Pioneers. He was brilliant, going 7 innings plus, only allowing a run on 8 strikeouts. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. That's popped up a mile high. It could get out of play. The catcher Driggs, and he overran it. So a certainly catchable ball, as it looked like it might have been going out towards the stands as Hayden Driggs went for it, but it ended up landing closer to home plate. So potentially a huge break for the Pioneers, as that would have been the second out of this 9th inning. And we'll see if Tyler Davis is able to make anything come of it now. Count remains even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tyler Davis will call time there. Creeth was taking a long time to get into his motion. We're going to do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Creeth back out there on the bump. Here comes the 2-2 pitch. Off speed, foul down the right field line. Credit to these Pioneer fans who led the Expedition League in average attendance for home games. They have certainly showed up in a big way for their Pioneers, and what they're hoping won't be their only playoff game of the season. Although the Pioneers are going to have to make something happen in this 9th inning and make something happen fast. We've certainly seen them do it plenty of times in the past. This team is no stranger to late inning comebacks, but they have only 2 outs left to work with. That 2-2 fastball misses off the edge of the plate, and the count is full to Tyler Davis. Pioneers have a big power threat in John Ponder on the bench. If Davis can find his way on, it'll be interesting to see if he might get an at-bat at some point in the inning, but Tyler Davis has to find his way on first. Here comes the 3-2 delivery with 1 out in the 9th. Creeth on his way to Davis. That ball's hit well to center field. Doer coming in for it. He's under it, and just like that, the Pioneers are down to their final out of the season. So Tyler Davis flies to center field, and the Pioneers' season hopes coming down to the 9-hitter Antonio Nanez, who's 1 for 3 in this game. He did drive in the lone run for the Pioneers. That was an RBI base hit with 2 outs and a runner on second in the 7th inning. He brought Tyler Davis home. Nanez really needs to find a way on base, as Eric Smelko, Pioneers' big hitter in the leadoff spot, is on deck. 2 outs, no one on. Creeth on his way to Nanez. That slider just misses off the end of the plate. A ball and no strikes. The Spearfish team, got to give them a lot of credit, coming into this game with only 5 position players. And they have really just impressed in this series, mainly the pitching, but the hitting too. To be able to put up 3 runs in this game with 4 guys as pitchers in the lineup is certainly nothing to ignore, as that slider bends into the strike zone. 1-1 to Nanez. Creeth looking for his 14th save of the season. Source Valley Saberdogs lead the Big Stick 7-1 in the 9th inning of that game, so they'll likely advance to the championship. Here comes the 1-1 pitch. Slider in there for strike 2, and the Pioneers are down to their final out of the final strike of this season. If Spearfish can hold on to win this one, they'll send the Pioneers home and will likely face the Sabre Dogs in the 2021 Expedition League Championship. Creeth back out there on the mound, getting ready to deal this pitch to Nunez. The 1-2, slider swung on and missed. And the Spearfish Sasquatch are advancing to the 2021 Expedition League Championship for the first time in their franchise history. Creeth comes in, gets a fly out from Davis, a strikeout from Nunez, and a tough way for the season to end for the Pioneers. Putting up only one run in the two-game set. Spearfish coming in and sweeping the Pioneers. And just a tough way for the Pioneers to end their season. Certainly plenty of credit owed to the Spearfish Sasquatch. They came in and did really well, winning 2-0 in yesterday's game. They take tonight's game 3-1. As that'll do it for the 2021 season for the Pioneers. We still have the Runza post-game show. And we're going to take a short break, but stick with us. You're listening to Pios Baseball on KNEB.
Fun facts about owning your own hot tub, courtesy of High Plains Spas and Recreation. Relaxing in your spa before bed helps soothe your aches and pains, allowing for a deeper, more rewarding sleep. Hot Spring Spas offers features like entertainment systems with Bluetooth capability, waterfalls, LED lighting, volcano jets, and more. Yes, sleeping like a baby is just one great reason, but there's plenty more. Stay tuned or stop into High Plains Spas and Recreation, where they sell fun. Open 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, 1725 East Oberlin, Scottsbluff.
Oh, that's the sound of someone at Papa Murphy's using fresh ingredients to make your pizza. And this is the sweet sound of your oven timer telling you that your home-baked Papa Murphy's pizza is done. Because at Papa Murphy's, we believe that Tuesday deserves something different, like your new way of telling your family pizza is ready.
Come and get it!
Okay. Every Tuesday, get any large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
This time of year, fairs, festivals, fireworks, and food bring us together as a community. This is Doug Kaus, commercial lender and Nebraska market president at Western States Bank. As a bank, we've been part of this community for over 3 decades. Whether you've lived here your whole life or just arrived, we invite you to stop in and meet with one of our lenders. We're here to help you succeed and reach your dreams. As a community, we truly are better together.
Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender. NMLS number 459287.
I'm Jennifer Urdialis, and I want to help you get into your first home. As a loan officer with Castle & Cook Mortgage, your local direct lender, I offer conventional financing as well as VA, FHA, and USDA home loans. I keep every step simple and straightforward so you can focus on finding your American dream. Call me today at 308-220-0503 for a free consultation.
Jennifer Urdialis, NMLS ID 1059626. Not all who apply will qualify. Equal Housing Lender. Castle & Cook Mortgage, LLC. NMLS ID 12551.
At Monument Physical Therapy, their purpose is to find the root of your problem, not to chase your symptoms. Disc and nerve pain, sports and work injuries, musculoskeletal disorders, and dizziness or balance issues are all very common, but you don't need to live with them. Monument Physical Therapy uses the most current, evidence-based, and board-certified orthopedic standards of care. Don't let months go by before getting to the source of your pain. Call them today at 308-633-5361 or visit them on Facebook.
Details do matter, but you need to keep your eyes on the future. Let E&H handle the details. Professionals working side by side with you, offering accounting, tax planning, valuation services, and litigation support, and developing a strategy for the day you leave it all behind. Troy Hilliard, Seth Cobalt, and Lindsay Matthews are the professionals you want on your team. E&H CPAs and Management Consultants PC. 2021 Broadway, Scottsbluff. Innovative, trusted, proven.
It's time now for the Runza post-game show, presented by Runza Restaurants. Runza makes a great stop before or after every game. Win or lose, Runza makes it all better.
Runza doesn't like to think of themselves as just another restaurant in town. They like to think of themselves as part of the community. Runza, with locations in Scottsbluff, Gearing, and Shadron. Welcome into the Runza post-game show. It was an unfortunate ending for the Western Nebraska Pioneers as they lost this game 3-1 and were eliminated by the Spearfish Sasquatch, dropping both games of the Clark Division Series. We also have an update from the Lewis Division. The Soares Valley Saberdogs have finished off the Badlands Big Stick 7-1. So we will see the Soares Valley Saberdogs and the Spearfish Sasquatch in the 2021 Expedition League Championship. Soares Valley will have home field advantage, so Game 1 will be in Spearfish, South Dakota. Game 2 in Soares Valley, and a Game 3, if needed, will also be in Soares Valley. Let's break down today's game. Caden Edwards got the start for the Pioneers, and despite their losing effort, he was absolutely dominant, arguably having his best start of the season, going 7 innings, only allowing 1 run after giving up a leadoff triple in the 8th inning. He was taken out of the game. He also had 8 strikeouts. Cade McGee would then come in to take his spot in the 7th, in the 8th rather, and he would go 2 innings pitched. He only allowed 1 earned run. That came in the 8th inning, but that was enough to give him the loss. We look over at the Spearfish Sasquatch. Nico Saldias started the game going 5 2/3 innings scoreless. He came out of the game with the bases loaded and 2 outs in the bottom of the 6th inning, and Hayden Silte, who was playing left field to start the game, came in and got a huge punch-out of Jake English to escape trouble in the 6th. It was then Jack Van Doren who came in, did not give up an earned run. He pitched all the way up until the first batter of the 9th inning. He got a backwards K against Jonathan Simrot before being taken out of the game. And then it was the Spearfish closer, Zachary Creeth, coming in, getting 2 stray outs. He got a fly out for the center field from Tyler Davis, and then he struck out Antonio Nanez to end the Pioneers season. So certainly not a complete disappointment of the year for the Pioneers. They finished with an overall record of 41-24. They also had the best half of any team in the Expedition League. That was back in the first half when they went 23-8, finishing off with a 742 winning percentage. Take a quick look at the offense in this one. Not much to talk about, but what there was for the Pioneers came in the bottom of the 7th inning. After Jared Mazzaferro struck out looking and Brian Webb popped out to the shortstop, it looked like it was going into the top of the 8th before Pioneers catcher Tyler Davis smoked a ball into right center field that got down for extra bases. It was the only double of the game for the Pioneers. Then with 2 outs and a runner on second, Antonio Nanez came up with his 4th RBI and biggest hit of the season, grounding a single up the middle. That would score Davis. But in the top of the 8th inning, the Spearfish Sasquatch came back with a vengeance. Leadoff triple, as we mentioned before, from Hayden Silte. Ty Volmer in the 8th spot then grounded out to McGee when he was brought into the game. There was then quite a controversial call when Jack Van Doren hit a ground ball to the left side. Antonio Nanez made a diving play. Looked like he might have applied the tag. The umpire said he did not. That made it 1st and 3rd, 1 out. Cade McGee then thought he got the ground ball double play that he needed so desperately from Ryan Backman. Took a bad hop to the second baseman, Kellen Rutz, who then picked the ball up, made a bad throw to first base. So that tied the game for Spearfish, moved the runners to 2nd and 3rd base before Gage Ninnes had an RBI single that was just out of the reach of Alex Zerfis, a little blooper that went down the right field line. It was then Johnny McHenry who skied a pop-up into shallow center field. And instead of Eric Smelko coming in, making that catch and trying to throw the runner out at home plate, it was Jared Mazzaferro ranging back to make the grab. That allowed the leadoff man Backman to come all the way around and score. Next batter would strike out, but at that point, all the runs that were needed for Spearfish happened. They won 3-1, and that is where the game stood at the end. Pioneers fans, it's been a long season. I appreciate you guys taking me in after Zach had to leave. I wish it could have ended a little bit better, but I have no doubts that Antonio Garcia and the Western Nebraska Pioneers will be back strong and as good as ever next season. But until that happens, my name is Jared Brecker. Pios fans, it's been an absolute privilege. Have a good offseason.
Buyers Realty has been helping people in the community find their dream home since 1994. If you're looking to buy or sell your home, our friendly team will put in the work to reach the finish line. We also do property management for buildings in Scottsbluff, Gering, and beyond. You can find an extensive list of our properties by visiting our website at callbuyersrealty.com.